What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Ozone Lair. Do us a favor. The easiest way you can help us, the free way that you can help us the most is by subscribing. Like always, I got the homie Dennis right here next to us, and he's going to let you know who we got.
We have just an incredible personality in the house today, for real. Super talented young lady that has just been trending up, mainly due to her real and raw and authentic content that she creates. She has a brand that she's built around her career. So as a police dispatcher, it's incredible what she's doing out there. She brings the energy to her content and bringing the energy to the Ozone Layer today. 911itsgaby in the house. Thank you for being here. What's up?
Hello. Thank you for having me.
Make some noise.
Oh gosh, I'm shy now. No, thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
No, it's you're doing some amazing things out there, and your content is, once you watch it, it's like you can't stop watching type. Yeah, no. So I could see why your platforms are like on fire, but how does that happen, right? It's like, how do you know when you have to invest more into it?
Honestly, it was an accident. Like, I did not mean to build what I have now, but I was just at work. I was bored one day. It was like a slow night. I work nights. And so I just recorded my keyboard. I recorded me putting on eye drops in my eyes. I recorded the printer. I just recorded like random stuff. And it was like an 8-second video. I have it on my phone. It's an 8-second video. And at the time, I was only getting like 200 views, but it wasn't like for dispatching. It was just like about me like outside or like my coffee shops or something like that. But I recorded, that was the first video that I made about my job. And I posted it, and that was like, it got like 7,000 views. And at the time, like, that was a lot to me. I was like, oh my gosh, like, people like this.
What platform?
It was on TikTok.
Oh, okay.
So I posted it on TikTok, and people liked it because at the time there wasn't like a lot of content on like dispatchers and stuff. There was a lot on police, but not like on dispatchers. And so I saw that people liked it, and so I was like, let me just like replicate this. Like, let me just keep doing like videos about my job. And so I was like, I need to change my name because I was like user 1245 whatever, and so I changed it. I was like, okay, 911itsgaby would be good. So then I changed it to that, and then
you had that old school Instagram name.
Yeah. And so, because I didn't really make content. And so that was my first one. And I was like, I guess I'm going to just like do this. Yeah. So then like anything having to do with like police or like the dispatch center, like that, it didn't go viral, but it got like a lot of views. And so I just kept doing it.
At first, were you worried about creating content
that
had to do with your job?
Yes, I did. I was worried because I think at that point I was like 6 months in. And so I asked my HR like immediately because I'm like, oh my gosh, like this got like a couple of views. So let me tell them. And so I asked my HR lady, I was like, hey, like, I posted this video. Is it okay if I post like content? And she said, or like continue posting videos, because I didn't know how big this was going to grow, but I liked it. And so she said, yes, you can post it, but just don't put any addresses, any names, any personal information. Like, don't put any of that, and then you're good. And she's like, and just hide the computer screens. And so I did that, and then everybody like knew, like my supervisors, my sergeants. So yeah, that worried me in the beginning, but I got cleared.
Isn't it wild how an 8-second video just changes the trajectory of your life?
Yes.
Have you ever thought about the impact of that?
Yes, I have. Because I think like you never, and that's why I tell people like just post the content, because you never know like what's going to hit. And so like, I don't know, I have like brands reaching out, and I would never have thought, like I would have never ever thought that like brands would reach out or like people would notice me or anything like that, because people are watching. And so I just tell people like just post the content. Like, who cares what people think? Who cares what people say? Because sometimes like I know like when you're not like big, it's not embarrassing once you're already like big, like once you have a lot of followers and a lot of people like, supporting you, but it's embarrassing before that point, and people are like,
Why do you say that?
I think a lot of people, and this is just, I don't know what I've seen, but I think a lot of people are like embarrassed about like posting like a influencer or something. At least I've seen like, hey guys,
like coming out in that category.
Yeah, so it's like, hey guys, like let's say you have like 200 followers or something. And you're like, hey guys, like let's do a day in my life. People like make fun of people like that. Like they're like, hey, like this person like thinks they're an influencer or something. It's like, it doesn't matter. Like just post the content because that's what they want to do.
So will you consider yourself an influencer?
No, I don't think I'm an influencer. Okay. I think I'm a content creator.
Okay, all right. I like that. Yeah. It seems like it takes the weight off, right?
Yeah.
Like when you look at it that way.
Yeah, for sure.
I feel like you graduate into an influencer.
Yeah.
I think you start as a content creator.
But you can like self-proclaim, oh, I'm an influencer.
No.
Like, right? You can't.
No.
What are you influencing? You can't even influence fucking views.
No, that's so true. So
You know, it's so wild though, because like we met you through Latino creators, right?
Yes.
Shout out, Interrupt KC, brought us together, and I remember like sitting in this group of people, and I was thinking, I got a little bit of like what do they call it? Imposter syndrome. Like, what am I doing in this room type of stuff? Because I was looking around, I'm like, man, these people are so talented, right? And like I don't create anything. I'm just blessed to be able to collaborate with Rick, and we do this podcasting thing type of stuff.
Yeah.
Rick is a creator because Rick, he creates this sort of vibe environment, and does all this editing and all this other stuff, right? And then I met you there. There's other personalities there, people that like really do like are driving, the needle in like social media and things. And I've seen like your following base, and I'm like, man, like what the hell, like So I'm like, wow, man, those people. I wonder what they do, and so that curiosity is what brought me here to like discuss, because I'm like, they don't just get there. Like they didn't start out with 120K followers.
Yeah, no.
You know what I'm saying? And so it's that journey that I want to like unpack here. You know what I mean?
No, yeah, that makes sense. I feel like, so I started, but I wasn't really like consistent with it, which I will say, and people say it, but like the advice is like, be consistent, but it's true. It's so true. Be consistent. But I think the thing that people forget is, the thing that like, you're going to get like more views on one specific thing. That specific thing that you get the most views on, you have to replicate it like in a different way. Not the exact same thing, but like replicate it. So let's say like I made a video about like work a shift with me, or what do I eat in a shift, or the craziest calls that I've gotten. Out of those three, let's say people like more the craziest calls that I've gotten. You have to make more of those, So like I think like just the consistency, but also like repetition of what people like.
Can I ask you a creative question?
Yeah.
When you create these videos, do you have like a topic already in mind, or?
Yeah, when I make my videos, I usually do. I have like a notes folder and then I also have a folder of like things that I want to create. But yeah, I don't always follow through with it.
So like, that's why I was wondering, because, sometimes like I'm trying to create, just like, I'm trying to create thoughts.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm trying to record these thoughts, because sometimes I don't get the chance to express them on the podcast.
Yeah.
I got to find the right slot. You know what I'm saying? But like the other day, I caught myself driving and rambling, and there was a lot of like little segments that I recorded in 3 or 4 hours. But I didn't have any idea. I was just going.
Yeah, no, that's good.
You know what I'm saying? And that's why sometimes when I'm watching your video, I'm like, do you pre-plan what you're going to record?
I see what you're saying. Yeah. Not always. Because I feel like there was a video that I just recently did, and I did not think it was going to do good. But mostly, like, those are the ones that always do good. But I recorded myself after work, and in front of my apartment, I saw, like, an officer, like, arresting somebody. And so I was like, guys, like, I'm in front of my house, but they're detaining somebody, and it's crazy because I never seen this before. Like, I hear it through the radio, but I don't, like, see it in person. And so I just started, like, recording. I started recording myself. And I was like, this is just like so boring. I'm just talking about that. But no, people liked it, And so it's just like, I don't know. There's some things that I like pre-planned, but there's some things that like you don't, and people resonate with that more. So I don't know. It's just interesting.
Yeah. I always wonder, like, because you're creating content obviously for people to engage, right? And so how do you create content for people to engage and remain authentic? And where's that balance, right? And because with us here, it's like, we've always been like, okay, this is the ozone layer, and it's like, okay, but are people really tuning in? Like, and that kind of stuff. You can't take the eye off the fact that you're also creating it for the viewers, and so, but it's hard, like, how do you balance that?
Oh, gosh. I don't even think I'm the right person to ask. But I feel like sometimes I don't really make content like thinking of like, how do I make them engage? How do I make them engage? So I think what does help me though, like when I'm like, okay, I'm like stumped. I don't know what they want to see because my views are going down, or like I'm not growing. I just put a poll, like, and people like polls and they like to be involved like in your content. So like if you're asking them like hey, what should I post next? Or like, what do you guys prefer, this or that? Like, I don't know, like stuff like that.
You know what's crazy is back in the day before Instagram, when I was making music, I would get to that point where I feel like I was giving people something, but it wasn't like exploding.
Yeah.
And I would ask questions like, "What do you guys want to hear? Do you guys you want to hear cumbia or whatever?" And the response from all the dudes were always like, "Make whatever the fuck you want." And I couldn't get no goddamn feedback.
No, I do. Yeah, I do get that. I feel like because I get that too. Like people are like, just make like lives, but I don't like lifestyle videos. I'm like, I'm not gonna make lifestyle videos because people don't. And I don't mean this in like a sad, like, oh, poor me, but like people don't care about me. Like they care about like police dispatching and like 911. That's all they care about.
Yeah, they care about the information that you're giving them.
Exactly, yeah. And so like whatever like got you like with your guys' platform, like whatever got people there, they're there because of what? Like because of the podcast, the information that you're giving, not because of like what do I do in a day in my life? What do I, they don't care about that yet.
That's well, that's the difficulty with our platform is that it's so complex.
Yeah.
Like one day we have this type of guest, the other day we have this type of guest. But everything that we try to clip is powerful. It's always powerful.
No, for sure.
But because it's so dynamic, it's hard to like get everyone involved.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I get it. But I think like what not so much like the niche, but I think like what you guys like offer is like you guys have the vibe, you guys have the personality. I feel like you guys make people feel comfortable and you create that space. And I think like people will resonate with that, like the comfortability and like the powerful messages that you guys get. So it's not so much like, we have to only talk about, I don't know, like content creation or hard times or anything like that. But like you guys like create such a powerful space. And I think people like come back to that specifically. Yeah. No matter the topic.
That's great feedback.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
You see, teaching us game already.
No, but this is cool. I think this is really interesting. And yeah, everything that you guys clip. And I feel like the quality, like as much as the message is important, like the quality is important too, and you guys offer that as well. Like this is crazy. I'm intimidated, but it's good.
I've always believed in presentation.
Yeah,
even from like when we started music, there'd be songs that we wouldn't even put out because they didn't sound good.
Wow,
this was a perfectionist.
I was a perfectionist.
It has to be perfect.
Oh, I could see it.
Well, because I noticed that people take you serious when
you're so right.
When you invest in yourself.
No, you're actually so right about that because I feel like, I mean, I'm sure you guys have noticed like people treat you differently. Like if you're wearing sweats and you just have a hat on and you're just like you don't look presentable.
Yeah.
So people treat you differently. But when you're like you have that good posture and you did comb your hair and you did dress up nice or whatever it is, like even something like subtle, like people treat you differently. And so
it's crazy how it works.
Yeah. I mean, because you could have the same personality and the same things to offer, but if you don't look like it, people aren't going to take you serious. So you're so right on that.
Yeah.
There's a thing where it's like some people have the consistency and others have the money. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like when it came to rap, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of artists that blew up were because they were dropping so much. But the quality wasn't over.
Yeah, quality over quantity or quantity over
what do you choose?
Well, the thing is, you have to. I think on the platforms, you have to have both. You have to have quantity because you have to constantly be posted, right? You just said.
No, I agree.
Recently, I mean, just right now, you said I haven't posted enough, right?
Yeah.
So, what is enough?
For me,
is there a rule?
Yeah.
Do you know of?
Yes, kind of like.
Is it a secret?
So you have to post every single day, or the algorithm like punishes you. And so,
damn, that's probably what's wrong with us.
Yeah. So that I try. That's why I'm saying like I'm being bad, even though I do post like weekly, but I'm not posting every single day. And so like the algorithm punishes you because they're like, okay, like, let's say like you were posting every single day for like 2 months or something, and then they're like, okay, we could trust this person, so we're gonna put more like out.
It's all right.
You're good. No worries.
But it's like, okay, you're posting for 2 months. The algorithm trusts you. They're like, okay, we're going to push this out to more people. We're going to push it out to more people. Okay, great. But then all of a sudden you stop posting for like a week or 2 days or 3 days. They're like, okay, I'm not going to push out their stuff if they're not going to constantly, because you're making them money by posting constantly. But if they can't trust you with
consistency.
Yeah, then they're not going to. Yeah.
And the weekends matter?
Yeah, every day. I know it sucks. I know it sucks, but
damn, you can't clock out of that job.
Well, the thing about it is that some people do that for a living, right? But like for some of us, Like, this is, a side hustle.
Yeah.
We do this. This is like us chasing our dreams type stuff. And we still got bills to pay.
No, for sure.
Mouths to feed. And it's like, we have to prioritize accordingly. And so it's hard to be able to maintain that pace, And so, because I feel like that's probably where you're at right now, right? I mean, you're working overnights.
Yes.
You're creating content on the side, and you have to organize yourself in a way where you can effectively do that, right?
No, yes. And I totally get what you guys are saying, because when I started this, I feel like I was doing good for a while, and then I got monetized, and I saw the money came from it. So it started off with like just for the fun of it. I enjoyed doing it. And then it came to the monetization, and then it became like a business. And then I stopped enjoying it as much, because I'm like, you feel like the pressure of it. Like you feel like, okay, like you have to like beat your last video, or you have to like, you look at your analytics and it's like, okay, you're not growing, or you're not doing as good as last month, or things like that. And then, what was I? Oh, and then like the working stuff. And so like, I'm still working at my job, and then so it's like a job, and then after work, I'm like doing another job, and I just feel like I didn't go to the gym, I didn't eat healthy, I was always moody because I wasn't sleeping enough, or like I was always constantly working. And so that's why I've taken a break from like posting as much, because it's like detrimental to your mental health. Like what I already do is already like, like hard for my mental health. And then constantly being online and the comparison, and then like, oh, what am I doing wrong, or things like that. It's just like, it's too much. So that's why I took a break. But like, I know that I need to post like every day. But I get like, that like balancing that out.
I always thought how posting every day works. I mean, I understand like the algorithm, that's the way it's encoded to do.
Yeah.
But in terms of the creator, like I feel like having that type of algorithm will get the driest product out of the creator.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
because I'm like,
for sure.
You want people to create so people can watch, but you can't. You gotta. I feel like it's got to be something slower so people can have the time to build something more impactful.
Yeah.
Well, I think that people, and this is just me thinking out loud, I don't know the recipe, right? But I think, I mean, logically, if people are making a living out of this, they probably have a team. They're not doing this on their own.
Oh, yeah.
And they're also scheduling this stuff out, where it's already pre-scheduled. You have a shooting day, editing day, and pre-scheduled. And this stuff is just, there's a process, there's a system. That's what I think.
You're right. You're right. I had a person that I was dating has a lot, like, has been doing this for years. It doesn't matter how many years. But the person that I was dating was doing this, and he was first he had a management, but it's hard like to have like management, because they steal from you and they like lowball you and stuff like that. So he had management because he didn't know what he was doing with social media. But he had a lot of followers, he was growing and stuff. And so he hired this management team, but they weren't paying him, and then they wanted to sue him, and it's just like, it was all bad. So then he had to do it all by himself, but he does it like full time by himself. But it's like, it's hard, because I see how he like works all day for hours, and like he gets burnt out. He's at home all the time, and it's exhausting, especially to make like quality product, like quality videos, and then the recording, the editing, everything like that. And so that's really difficult. And then handling all the emails, I'm like, oh my gosh. And then so he hired an editor. I think that's all he has right now, but it's a lot. Like it's a lot. And I know like people say like influencing or content creating is such an easy job, and I think it's I can't say like it's like, I think it's enjoyable if you like creating content and like editing and stuff like that. But I think it could be very stressful. So I'm not going to say like it's harder than a 9-to-5, because I don't think that. But it's like you're pursuing something that you love. But like I will say that it is difficult. It's not as easy as people think.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
No, I just got into it like this year, sort of, with this whole personal branding type of deal. Mostly because I was helping my moms, and trying to help her like build her brand. And so I'm Facebook, Instagram, TikTok is new. And I'm not big on TikTok. I've mostly been sort of managing her pages, but it's crazy, just the dynamic of it, and how important it is in this day and age to have that presence, because you can have the boots on the ground, right? Like being connected to the community, and which we have, worked the community and done a lot of networking, non-profit type of work and stuff like that. But you can only reach so many people that way, And so if you're not on social media working your platforms, you're not doing yourself justice, especially if if you have a brand that you want to sort of build, but then getting clarity on that brand is really hard. You know what I mean? So how did that like start for you? Like, how do you know when like you had a brand and what the brand was about?
How did I know like what my brand was?
Yeah. Yeah. Or when did it hit where you were like, okay, this is it, and I'm going to build around this type of stuff?
I guess like when I first, so like my username was user1234, whatever. And then I would, before I just post like dumb little videos about like my life or whatever, not so much like content creating type, but like it was just like little videos. And then when I saw that like the police one was the one that like, did the best, I was like, oh shoot. Like I knew exactly what they wanted. Like I knew they wanted like more about like 911 and police dispatching and stuff. So that's how I like knew. I'm like, okay, I'm just going to do this. And so at first I started like, I tried to make like a meme and it didn't show my face. It didn't show personality. It didn't show anything. It was just like a meme. And that only got like 700 views or something. I don't know. It didn't get a lot. And so I was like, okay, like maybe they want like me to talk and me to show them. And so I started like experimenting with that. And so, and that worked. And so I was like, okay, like let me do a little bit more of this, but like let me make longer videos so that, because it was like a voiceover of like the memes rather than like me talking. So I would just act it out and they liked that. And so I was like, okay, let me try like talking so that they can like, I could, I don't know, give advice or like have a personality to this page. And so I tried and experimented with that and it worked as well. Not always, but like I think just like experimenting is really necessary in order to grow.
Right, because the handle comes into play, right? And it, like your bio, right? And that kind of, and then it's like, okay, now what kind of content? And so that all sort of ties into the to the brand and why people like look for you type stuff.
I feel like 911 and just in general has always been a relevant topic.
Yeah.
Because of cops and I mean, I watch police chases all the time and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's and I say this because I noticed that when, I remember we had a clip here where we were talking about Lefty Gunplay, and Lefty Gunplay was like going viral at that moment. And we were talking about it without any intention. We were just talking about it because everything was happening. But when I cut that clip out, it immediately like shot into this whole nother river. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, whoa. And that's when I realized, I was like, okay, so trending topics are definitely...
It's the algorithm of what you were explaining earlier.
Yeah, do you guys know how to like look at that? Like what's the most like trending topics like on TikTok, most trending topics on Instagram? No. I'll show you guys. I can show you guys. But
yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I mean, ChatGPT, but...
No, but
that's a whole nother topic, man. It's crazy now with... things are about to radically change. I know that. I don't think we quite anticipate how that's gonna be yet.
AI ain't even the problem, bro.
Huh?
AI is not even the problem.
No, I know that. I know that.
AI. People think AI is like the worst thing.
I'm not demonizing it. I work with it.
I'm saying people think AI is the worst thing, but it's biogenetic modification. That's the real problem, because when they figure out how to modify people,
humans, cloning and stuff. Yeah, oh boy, yeah. We don't even. That's a whole nother topic, man. We can go down this rabbit hole and probably be here for days, man. But no, it's like in terms of like just like social media, for example. Think about when it was introduced and how it started creating all these other opportunities, and out of social media became, this. New ways of creating value and creating money, right? In the influencer arena, and now we having this AI sort of introduced into it, and we don't know what that's going to do to the whole platform. It's probably going to take it to a whole nother level. And we're already starting to experiment with some of it, but
well, I noticed. I question how if some of these videos are AI now. Sometimes
I think the only sucky part, like in terms or like with creators and AI, is that like, have you guys seen like the Logan Paul videos? Like they're like AI videos, and he's like putting makeup and stuff like that. Or
no, but I've seen he's the guy that just fought, right?
Yeah. His brother or him? I don't know.
Yeah, well, this morning I seen a bunch of AI videos of him in the hospital because he got his jaw broken.
Oh shoot.
But I was like, damn, that was fast. He's talking, but then I realized I was like, he can't be talking.
Yeah, so I think like that's the only sucky part really when it comes to AI and like content creating is that like people now are like, hey, get this person's face and make a video for me. So like, let's say somebody wants to make a video like my video, but I'm not getting monetized off of it. Those people are.
You know,
so that kind of sucks.
what I think with AI videos, I think it's a risk because back in when hip hop started, they were sampling, and it's kind of like AI. They were making money off of things that they necessarily didn't create.
But can you sue or no? You can't sue.
But back then, like it didn't. No one knew. There was no law for it.
But and that's the thing right now, and that's what most people are scared. The law hasn't caught up to the level of innovation that's happening before us, and so things have to happen before the law adjusts to it.
That's right. That's true.
Right. And so, that's essentially where we're at. But I think the part that kind of like concerns me a little bit is just the originality part of creation. Because at what point do you compromise creativity through AI creation? Right. That's what I think about, because I'm like, I think at some point it's also going to become a thing of something being created without AI, like, certified, like some sort of certification type, like this is authentic, a stamp type of deal.
Yeah,
that didn't take AI to be created, and it's like raw, real, right? That's what I think it may be headed to, because it is easy to go in there, ask questions, generate ideas. I mean, it's super useful, you know what I mean? And so I could see how people gravitate towards it, because I mean, for real, with my ADHD brain, it has helped me organize in so many different ways.
Gotcha.
You see what I mean? But in terms of creating, I see like there is some like cons there that I'm like, man, I wouldn't want the authenticity of creation be compromised.
Yes, I completely agree with that. I think just like the blurred line between like what's real and what's AI and like the video, because that's what people like. And I think, well, I know one of the number one like most magnetic energy is authenticity and like being genuine. And so like people like, you see like a person who's like genuine and authentic, like you gravitate towards them. So that's why like a lot of people, like when they follow like their favorite influencers or content creators, it's because of their personality. Like, yes, it could be because of like what they're showing or whatever, but it's like mostly because of like their authenticity.
I think people are going to begin to be more drawn to flaws in creation, where they're like, oh, look, there's a mistake there. That's okay. You could tell that's original.
Yes.
Right? Like, that's cool, type of stuff, where people are going to maybe go hard left on it after a while, right? And then really, we were talking about before we started shooting about how when you create and you love something, and sometimes you want to like perfect it, and you want to like you don't, right? You don't always gonna hit that.
Yeah.
There's times where you're in like this flow state, and you just like knock that out the park, and you're like, I cleaned it. That's different. You know what I mean? I think that's why AI wants to hit every time.
Yeah.
And that's the part that is like,
yeah. No, I agree.
You can't always get that.
Yeah. No, and you shouldn't. I feel like. I don't know, like just to a human level, like you should be able to.
There has to be error. There has to be a margin of error.
Yeah.
In order for masterpieces to be, I guess, created and contemplated as this factor, where it's like, oh my God, that is so beautiful.
Yeah.
But it's not something that you can create always.
Yeah.
You're not gonna get that every time.
Yeah.
But AI could potentially create that every time, and the expectation level is going to be like,
I know, I don't want it.
You see what I'm saying? We're going down this, oh man.
It's like almost too perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's what it's trying to do. It's trying to eliminate the margin of error, right? Dialing in on that, anticipating patterns, just, and I'm just like, ugh, you still have to allow yourself to make mistakes, man. Shit, like,
Yeah.
You know, be authentic, right? And that's why, you know, I think a lot of people gravitate towards like your content. I think
thank you.
it's because you have that, like your personality comes across. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
Like it's fun, it's engaging. But have you felt that it's maybe evolved?
What, my
like
page or my personality?
your content creation in a way, like is it like, are you starting to create different type of content?
She's taking a break.
Yeah. Yeah, there we go.
Right, but she's still going to have to create.
That was funny. Yeah, I feel like I'm trying to like, I'm trying to like kind of, I feel like you're always going to be as a content creator, you're always going to be trying to look for new things and like trying to evolve in different ways, because like people are going to get bored of like that same thing, you know? So you have to always look for like the newer, the better, whatever. So I think like I'm trying to figure that out, like experimenting with new content, new things, new topics. Like, I don't know.
Have you ever asked yourself, if you stop being a police dispatcher, where your brand will go?
Dead. It'll be dead. I would just give advice. Like, that's it.
So how long have you been dispatching?
4 years.
4 years?
Yeah.
Do you feel like you'll be there
forever? No. No, I don't think so. It's too hard.
What was tell us some stories.
Oof, what do you guys want to know?
Tell us some stories.
I do have to be careful, but
what was what was like your craziest first experience?
Oh my gosh. Honestly, I don't even really remember them. And like I'll write them down because I'm like, but we did get a bomb threat, and so we had like the bomb squad like over there, and I can't even give too much details, and I wish I could, but basically it wasn't sorry.
It's all good,
we got a bomb threat, and I hope they're not watching this. This person claimed to have a bomb on them, and so they were like, okay, like you need to stand there like until we were able to like evaluate and whatever.
Yeah.
And so the person stood there for hours and hours and hours and hours. It turned out it wasn't a bomb. It was, I can't even tell you guys what it was, but it was something so dumb and very obvious that it wasn't a bomb. And the person just like knocked out and fell, and it was like, sorry, but it was really funny. That's because they were stood there for hours. Like, how are they just standing there?
Yeah.
But if I would have, I'll tell you guys after the show. But it was so funny. I'm like, why did they think that was a freaking bomb? But I mean, they're serious. Like, you have to like believe them and stuff. So.
You got to take every case seriously. You can't just assume that they're not being,
not being honest.
Yeah.
So when you get the call, like, what do you do exactly?
So I'll be like, 911, it's Gaby. Where's your emergency? They'll be like, sometimes they're like frantic, and sometimes they're like, okay, we need the address first. Like, that's what we need first. Like, and then you could tell me what's going on. So you have to like take the control. So be like, where's your address? They'll tell me the address. Is it an apartment or a house? Because there's been situations where they get the address, but they don't get the apartment number because they think it's a house. And so they go, but then it's like this
You're good.
There's this, it's a building, and now the person's not answering the phone. Like, you don't know the code to go in. You don't know where in the apartment complex, like, they're at having this emergency. And so, like, ask if it's a house or an apartment. And then you ask them what's going on. And we'll push through the address, and it'll show up on like the police officer's like radar, or another dispatcher will like call over the radio like, hey officer, this is where you're supposed to go, this is what's going on. But people think that when you're asking them questions that you're not sending the police, that you send them after you hang up, and that's not true. Like, we're like updating it, and we're typing, and we're like pushing it through. So they're reading it, and they're seeing it, and they're already on their way and like just getting updated on it. But people think like, you're not sending them.
It's live, or?
Yeah, it's live.
It's live?
Yeah, so we'll just like push it through. Like, okay, like they're on their way, and they've been on their way for like the whole time. So, yeah, but that's kind of how it goes.
So it's the conversation literally is the person calling you, and then you transmitting all that information to the actual field cops?
Yeah, to the officers. So we're just pushing it through. Or it's just me on the phone, I'm pushing it through, and we all have like the same system. Okay. And so like the dispatcher over here behind me, let's say, like they're talking to the officers and reading it out to the officers while I'm talking on the phone. And so I'm just putting out the information.
And then whoever whoever's closest obviously takes the call.
Yeah, so we have like the officers in specific districts.
Yeah.
So like, let's say like one is in charge of like Main Street and I don't know, or like, I don't know, 39th and Main or something like that. Like they're in charge of this specific area. These ones are in charge of this specific area. So like usually like they'll go in their area because we won't get calls from outside of our entire area, jurisdiction.
Okay, I see.
So yeah, but sometimes people call us and it's for like, let's say Olathe PD or something.
Yeah.
And so we'll like, okay, let me transfer you. Yeah. So,
That's cool. It's crazy how organized that is.
Yeah.
Pretty wild.
Yeah.
Have you ever been recognized when you said 911 is Gaby?
Yes.
I was good.
One time, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Were they like, oh my God, it's Gaby?
We're like, wait, are you Gaby? And I was like, the TikTok girl? And I was like, yeah, I'll message you or something. Message me because I was like, it's a recorded line and I didn't want to get in trouble. I'm like, oh my gosh. Like, so yeah, that happened once.
Wow, that's pretty amazing. That's when you know you're getting big, right? Like,
I don't think so. But.
Yeah, I mean, you know, people are in an emergency and they're excited about hearing you.
Yeah,
that's
funny.
so wild. That's so
really
wild.
Funny.
What? I know you got probably plenty of those stories. But you do work nights, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I work nights. Usually on nights, it's like suspicious people who aren't even really suspicious. It's just people being racist. I think that we have a lot of stolen vehicles.
It's just people being racist at night.
It is. Oh my gosh, it gets me so mad. There was this one time, this lady, she calls, and she was like, "Hey, like." There was this Mexican guy. He had a gun and he pulled out his gun on us. You need to get him and blah blah blah. And so I'm like, okay, like where did you last see them? What was he wearing? What did he look like? He's Mexican. And I was like, okay, did you talk to him? Like, do you know he's Mexican? Like, I'm from Mexico because that's what that means. And she's like, I didn't talk to him, no, but I know he's Mexican. I know he's Mexican. So I was like, okay, okay, I'm gonna put Hispanic male, and all that. So I put it through, but she had told somebody else, so that somebody else told us, and I'm like, why is this lady like, I don't know. So I was like, do you have this person's number? They gave me her number, and I was like, are you still in the area? But she sounded fine. So that was what was confusing to me, because I would think like she would call the police instead of like mentioning it to somebody and then that person calling us. But anyway, so she was like, I was like, are you still out there? She's like, no, I'm inside, I'm good, like blah, blah, but like, you have to get him. So I was like,
what the heck?
so it's just like those little details where you're like, okay, like they're not in danger
type of stuff.
But wait, sorry, hold on. I'm not done. It gets worse. So I go to, like, we go to the area. The officers are like, we don't see anybody with that description. We don't, you know? And so I'm like, okay. So I call her back. I was like, hey, ma'am, like, we're just calling to update you. We don't see anybody in that area. Did you see a gun? Like, with your own eyes, did you see the gun? She's like, well, I know he had something in his pants. And I was like, did you see I just need a yes or no answer. Did you see the gun? No, I didn't see the gun, but he had one. And it's just like things like that. And like, just because he's Hispanic or something.
So the lady was assuming the person had a gun. The person didn't have a gun.
Nope.
I was actually, before you got into that part, I was going to ask.
The lady was assuming the person was Mexican too.
Yeah, no, I was going to ask if you've seen The Perfect Neighbor.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Yes, it made me cry.
Yeah, I cried too.
Did you really?
Yeah, when the father tells the kids.
Oh, I know.
Oh, I wasn't even like, honestly, I was at the hotel room and I was just watching it, but I just had it as background noise. You know what I'm saying? And and I just so happened to come sit down when they start showing the scene where the mom gets shot and the kid runs back, and that caught my attention. So I didn't really know the story building up to it.
Yeah.
And when like I said, when the father tells the kids, that really fucked me up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I haven't seen the movie, so please don't spoil it. I'm kidding.
Oh yeah.
No,
well, that's the part.
Yeah.
Yes, I did see that. Oh, I saw that once, and it's so sad. There was I won't give too many details, but basically there was a fatality, and so they had to tell the officers had to stand by while they told the mother, the son, or like the little brother, basically. And there was like a lot of people like of this family member, and it was like a teenager, 20s maybe, like age person that died. And so they told the family. Oh my gosh, it was the saddest thing, because the little kid, he looked probably like 6 or 7 or something. He looked so young, but he heard that. And they all dropped. Like, you can feel like how the mood like just like changed. And then the little boy, he just ran. Like, he just was like crying, and he just ran and ran and ran. It was so sad.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, but I'm sure there was a first responder on the other end, right? Probably responding to this emergency, right? If something happened, right?
Yeah, something had happened, and it obviously went, south.
But where I'm going is that every time there is an emergency, there's a dispatcher on the other end.
Yes.
Every time. Yeah, like, and so you guys are sort of like the first filter, sort of like it has to go through you guys before it even gets out to the...
Yeah, because the police officers can't move until we, like, not in that way, but like we tell them what to do. And so like we are the ones that like tell them like, hey, this is what's going on, and they go, But I think like a lot of people recognize only the officers, which they do like, they end up like physically helping, or they end up like they do the confrontation part, but like I think that a lot of people like in the news, especially, like they forget like about the dispatchers, and they forget like they're just like, oh, the cop is the hero and stuff. But I think like, and not just like for my own like personal like acknowledgement, but I think that like dispatchers, I'm glad that there's now like a platform for them, because I think they get forgotten a lot. Like,
Right, because I was just going to say, you guys are like the first line of defense, essentially. The emotional impact of the whole situation as the dispatcher, because they have to remain calm. They're, like emotions are probably running way high on the other end of that call, and you have to somehow discern the information that's coming through the line, right? And so like so that means you yourself have to be like on point. Like you cannot go into work and say, oh, I'm not feeling it today.
Yeah, no.
Right?
No, you can't.
You can't.
No, you can't. And that's why I say, like, I don't think that I'm going to do this, like, forever, because, like, I've noticed myself after being a dispatcher, like, I'm way more anxious. I'm way more paranoid. Yeah. Like, I'm so anxious and paranoid. And I used to watch, like, true crime, like, at home and stuff. Ever since The Perfect Neighbor, I don't watch true crime, like, at home anymore, because, like, I know people see it for entertainment, but like I see it, I'm like, this stuff is like real. Like it's real. Like it's closer to like not closer to happening than not, but like I don't think people realize like how real like that could be for your life, or like somebody's life. So yeah, I think it's just like connecting that is
right.
Crazy.
It's like I don't know if you guys seen the Tambourine with Chris Rock, and when he was talking about like some careers you just can't have bad apples. Like everybody got to be good, like pilots, right? It's like, and I think about like, this type of career, like you can not have a person in that role that's like unstable, right? Like you're saying, could lose their shit under pressure type of stuff, because that could take a scenario where it's like really bad and make it worse, and I'm just think about like, man, that's crazy. Like you just got to be on point probably every night, and it's like you never know what's gonna come through on that phone. I'm sure you probably got some nights where nothing happens, but then there's probably some nights where you just like, what the hell just happened?
It's you never really know, but it's interesting. I will say there have been some bad apples, but luckily they've been fired, because like they're recorded lines, and like when people make a complaint, like we have to go back and listen to it, or even like with officers, like there's some bad apples there, but not in mine, but
not in your unit,
but, not in my agency, but I have seen, and I'm sure like people have seen stories, like people hate cops, people hate like the police, and I get it, because I see the videos too, and I'm never like, you guys should love cops, like yes, they're great. No, because I don't agree. I don't think that all cops are great, and I think some of them use like their power, their title, like to their advantage. So yeah, I don't know, but I definitely don't think that like, I don't think that you should go into this job and not have like that care for people. Like if you don't care about people, if you don't care about helping, then like don't get into it. Like,
Right.
Well, some people get into it for the bad reason. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're right.
Because they're like, ooh, I do want to stop that guy or those guys.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's wild, man.
It's just like Border Patrol, bro. Like, I think this one dude tried to recruit me one time, and I'm actually born in Mexico. So,
oh, really?
So I'm an immigrant. I had to become, I became a citizen through their system. It takes a long fucking time.
Yeah. And people don't get that.
Just to end up as a citizen. and then meet a guy that wants to recruit me for the border patrol.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine?
I was like, "Is this it? This is it."
Can you imagine being an ICE agent?
I thought about it because the money was good, but I was like, "Fuck, bro." I don't know. I don't know if I could run out there and chase someone down and be like, "Señora, todo está bien, cálmese." You know what I'm saying?
And what's crazy?
Absolute no for me.
And what's crazy is like you do got some paisas out there in that uniform, like doing the work, and I'm like, oof.
Yeah.
But So it's interesting the career path that you chose, and just the fact that you're saying you noticed the difference in sort of like your own anxiety level.
Yes. Because I think before, like, I was very like chill, go with the flow, whatever. And now I like, even like in any room that I'm in, and I think all like first responders and officers have this, but like you have to look at like where the exit is. As soon as you enter a room, like you're like, okay, like that's an exit. And like you're like so attentive of like everybody around you, like what are they doing? Are they following me? Okay, I saw them like twice. Like it's just like
you
so
have to
much
be
paranoia.
engaged,
Yes.
a constant, like, and it's almost like what they say that people that are in war environments, that end up developing PTSD is the fact that they are in that environment where their safety could be compromised. They have to be aware at all times. And when you're aware and you're engaging, it's like, it's a certain part of your nervous system that you're engaging. Then there's the fight or flight type,
Yes.
I can't remember if it's a parasympathetic nervous system or the sympathetic nervous system. It's one of the two. But the thing is that the longer you're in that state, it's sort of like how you become wired. And one of those system actually helps you, like I said, with the adrenaline, the fight or flight mode. The other system actually controls like your respiratory system, circulatory system, your digestive system. And so they both can run at the same time. You see what I'm saying? And so when one is engaged, the other one is not performing like you should. And so when you're constantly under stress, you're not. You'll notice that for one, your respiration is going to be accelerated. So is your heart rate.
Yeah.
And your digestion is not going to be as great, right? And so those things, it's like you have to consider, especially when you choose careers. And I say that because my health was compromised. Like when I hit 33, it just all went to shit. And it's mostly not because I was a dispatcher or anything. I was in the military, but I didn't get PTSD from the military. It was just I worked nights for a very long time, and people don't realize that compromising sleep, like, it really also like drive your anxiety, like it really can. So the lack of sleep, the constant engaged with that that part of the nervous system, for a prolonged period of time, you can become wired that way, and then after you become wired that way, it's so hard to go back to baseline. You have to reteach yourself everything again. You have to learn how to breathe. You have to learn how to sleep. You have to learn how to eat. You have to go right back to the basics. It's crazy.
No, it is really interesting. So I feel like, because I was at a point where I was doing my job, and I was doing videos, like content every single day. And so I wasn't going to the gym. I wasn't eating healthy. I think I mentioned that earlier. But I feel like I wasn't taking care of myself. Like I wasn't like putting on makeup. I wasn't really caring about what I was wearing. My hair was a mess. Like I had acne and I was gaining so much weight. So it was bad. And I noticed that like even my mental, like my thoughts were so negative. I always wanted to fight, but I always like, I felt like, no, I don't agree with like what they're saying, or like, I don't know, like I was just like, why do you think that way? Like I would just always bicker and always fight, and I was so negative, and I was negative about myself, so I wasn't feeling good about other people. And so I was just like in such a bad state. And so once I'm like, okay, like let me take a break off of like social media. Let me start taking care of like myself, my body, what I'm putting in my body, how I'm taking care of my body, make me feel confident. Like I need to make myself feel confident, like whether it's like with my looks, with my hair, with things that I enjoy doing for myself. And so I started like doing those things, and like now I feel so much better. I feel so much better. Like,
do you feel like it helps your creativity?
Yes, 100%. And I think also like being around creatives like you guys, like that helps me a lot too.
Yeah.
So I think like the creator community, like once they're together, like it helps them all like a lot.
Yeah,
you know?
because I feel like it's a lot easier for us to understand and make things that work for all of us.
Yeah.
Versus when you have someone that's not a content creator, you kind of have to like guide them, you know, and take them on our journey.
Yeah. No, for sure. I want to ask you, I don't want to take over the podcast, but like, I want to, like, what is your guys' goals with, whether it's like content or with the podcast? Like, what do you guys want to get to?
I feel like I just want to establish the brand in terms of like people know who we are and what we do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of people that have came in and left already. You know,
What do you mean?
like in terms of what we do.
Oh,
And
okay.
podcasting. Once they see the how much work it takes and stuff.
Yeah, and
It's a lot.
and so, you know, I feel like podcasts have a hard time growing.
Yeah.
It's a slow grind. It's not something that just goes viral fast unless you know, unless there's some investment in it.
Yeah.
You know, but I feel like a lot of people just, you know, they what did Ice Cube say? If you don't got 5 years to put into something, then don't even start. You know what
I
I'm
didn't know
saying?
that. I
Yeah,
didn't think of that.
well, yeah, definitely. You know, I've always just been supportive of Rick's initiatives, even back when he was just doing music. You know what I mean? And so when he asked me to be a co-host, I was like, "Hey, man, let's do it." You know, I'm always for creation. You know what I'm saying? Anytime like collaboration, I'm all about it. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what happens, type of deal. And I definitely want to see this through. You know, and I was just talking to him about actually like writing together like a plan, like a business
100%.
plan, and you know, for 2026 and being intentional, figure out. What is our goals? Where we want to hit? You know what I mean? In terms of followers, you know, how can we, you know, grow the platform? Can we get the you know, the equipment that we need to just increase the quality? Because I feel like quality has always been one of those like values for this platform. You know what I mean? Like, and so like I think that we can certainly compete, you know, in that way where it's like we put the best quality product out there, type of deal. You know, and then people will see it, and it's much like yourself, like, you know, where you see them right now and what you're actually experiencing. Once starts, you know, flowing in social media and things, you're going to be like, oh, wow, that is, you know, out of the podcastings that you've done, you're going to notice the difference.
Oh,
you
100%.
see what I mean? And so like, and that's what we want to create, you know.
We want people to feel valued.
Yeah.
That's really, whenever I created this, whenever I thought of this, and at first it took me a while to learn that the podcast wasn't about me. It was about it was the people that we were inviting.
Yeah.
You know, because like the first few runs, the person would be talking and I'd cut them off, you know, and it'd be about me.
Yeah.
But I quickly learned that the audience for that episode is the guests. So they don't want to hear me. They want to hear who the guest is. You know what I'm saying?
So do you guys only do like collaborations, or do you guys ever do like just you two talking?
We've done one, I think.
Have we? No, we done one with. Then that was just like an intro.
Yeah.
With Johnny and you and myself, and that was it. But I mean, mostly this is about the guest.
Yeah.
You know, and I, you know.
And although me and Dennis have crazy conversations off the podcast.
Yeah. Why don't you guys do that? Or do you guys not want to?
I feel like because it's always like in its timing. You know what I'm saying? Like when we don't always talk, but they like randomly we'll have these conversations like, damn, that would have been a cool podcast to do solo. But like we said, it just, Dennis is always on the go and I'm always on the go, or I'm always editing. So it's just the way, the workflow that we have. Really, you know?
No, that makes sense. I think that more like people are interested in more of what you're doing than you think, because I think like even just like being here and like hearing about like how you used to do production and music and now you did this, like even just like that journey, and then like your thoughts like on like your story and stuff, like I think those are things that people like want to hear about as well. I mean, if you guys want to do it,
Yeah,
I just think that that's interesting.
We might just put a poll out there.
But the thing,
do it.
No, the thing is like that's the reason we've been on podcasts. But every time we go on there, the conversation's about something else.
I
you
see.
know what I'm saying? So
yeah, but it just like I can see it. Like first of all, you guys are good conversators, but also like the little like things that you guys say, I'm like, okay, like there's so much more like into that. Like there's I don't know if that makes sense.
No,
but,
I
like,
see what you mean. Yeah.
So it's just like
there's some gems in there.
Yes.
There are some gems in the conversations that we've had where we're like, damn, that's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Type of stuff. But I think that the guest bring that out in us.
Oh, I see. Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know that it would just kind of naturally flow out if we just out here conversating.
Yeah.
We are so interested in like the conversation with the guest that that curiosity sparks something that just comes out.
That makes sense. Yeah.
And then I feel like we try to get the naturalness of the person.
Yeah.
Because I feel like sometimes, like when the conversation is too like corporate, I can't even engage. Like I just I don't connect anymore. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It makes me nervous. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, because our first guest was Barry. Remember Barry?
Mm-hmm. Shout out Barry.
Barry came through. Shout out Barry. And I didn't like. I knew what hormone replacement therapy was.
Oh,
But like I didn't know all the other stuff, and you know what I'm saying. So like I was very quiet through that whole podcast because I felt uneducated.
I get it.
You didn't know what to ask.
I didn't know what to ask at all.
Did you give him a? Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's that. But see, that's what me and Rick, I think, complement each other in that way because there's things that I would definitely geek out about, and you know, entrepreneurship has always been one of those things. You know, anything that has to do with spirituality, mental health, like I'm all about it. Like you know what I'm saying. Like, and so there's a lot of different topics. Don't bring me into politics because you know what I mean. But like, there's so many different topics where I will geek out, and I think because besides actually doing this podcast, I watch a lot of podcasts.
Oh, I see.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm I don't know about you, but like I'm into like podcasts like Diary of a CEO.
Yes.
Diarrhea?
Diary of a CEO. You could always count on this guy cracking a joke, for real.
Diarrhea of a CEO.
Yeah, you could always count on Rick cracking a joke. And like Know Thyself is another good one that I've been following. The Deep End.
I do watch the Deep End.
There's so many good ones, but I educate myself a lot through podcasting.
That's good.
I was gonna ask you if you watch content similar to yours.
Not really.
No,
not really. Like just my friends, like the other like dispatcher friends, but they're like in different states.
I was actually so there is other dispatchers that do the same.
Yeah, they do. So yeah, but they're not here. So I watch theirs, but like I don't know. I'm kind of like.
Who do you normally like? Do you have somebody that like inspires you, where like man that like you gravitate to their content like quite a bit because you get a lot of inspiration, or I don't know, maybe does something for you, motivates you in some way?
I know I do. They're not like police related,
right? Don't have to be like it could be anything, really.
I don't know. I can't really think right now. But I definitely do.
Because I imagine like creators probably don't spend a whole lot of time watching other people. They're mostly creating.
Yeah, it's the creating, not the consumers.
I remember when I made music, I didn't listen. Like I listened to, like when I really got into creating, I stopped listening to music. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't want. I started like finding a sound, and I didn't want to get it influenced by anything else.
Yes.
I wanted to grow it to whatever it was gonna be. And I remember I saw a Lil Wayne interview one time when they were asking him what, and this is prime Wayne. This is when Lil Wayne was like the best rapper alive.
Yeah.
And they were like, they're asking him who he was listening to, and he's like, I'm just listening to myself right now.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's so true though. It's so real. I don't know, but I think there's things I would say more like there's things that inspire me, but not so much like a person, if that makes sense.
Have you ever looked at some of your content and you like get inspired by yourself, like your own creation, where you're like, man, I really like that one was good.
Sometimes, yeah, but not really. I think that's a good question though. But like,
hey, it's just valid.
I get inspired by myself.
Really,
sometimes.
I think like
you're like, damn, Rick.
Damn, I did that shit. Sometimes I'll go back through the reels. I'm like, man, that was a good one.
I think that like sometimes I don't really like appreciate it until like somebody brings it up or like mentions it, and I'm like, oh dang, like that's nice.
Or when someone doesn't like when the videos did horrible, but you did a lot of work to it.
Oh yeah, I've definitely had that. Yeah, for sure.
Like the Freddy video, the spider video. Dude, I think that's one of the funniest fucking clips, and it didn't perform that way.
Repost it.
It's almost like you said, though, it's never the ones you expect to go. Yeah.
There was this one girl. So this is when I would do like videos for free for people because I was like, oh, I'm getting free stuff. Like, this is cool. But there was this lady who reached out. She makes like dispatch stuff, like badge reels and things like that, like lanyards and all that. So she was like, hey, like, can I send you this and you make like a video for me? And I was like, yeah, cool. Like she was like, you'll get free stuff and I'll get you my video. So I was like, cool. Like, I don't mind. Like, that's cool. I'm gonna get free stuff. Don't do that. Don't do the trade-off. Anyways, so I did the video.
For the products?
Yeah, for the products. I think like in starting off, like it's cool and it's all that. But like, I don't know, once you have like a good amount of followers, like I think at the time I had like 30,000 or something. I don't remember. But like I was getting followers and stuff. And so, but I was doing it for free. But I was like, I could charge for this. But anyways, so she sent me the stuff and I was excited, but then she sent me a list and she said, hey girl, like this is what I need from you. Make a video like this long and mention this, mention that, and say this, make 3 videos in the span of 4 weeks, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, how's she going to tell me what to do? And like, you know, like she's giving it for free. I'm making a promotional video for free. Like, how are you going to tell me? I don't know. So it's just like crazy. So
that's when the value gets misunderstood on both ends.
Yeah, because I wasn't telling her I need this product, and this product. Like she just gave me whatever she wanted, and I was like, okay, cool. But yeah, so it's just like people take advantage, and it's just like, oh.
Yeah, no, I can't imagine. But like, so you know, let's get a little bit into like your trajectory, right? And like, let's say. Right now, you're sitting at about 120K followers on Instagram, and in TikTok, you're what is
113.
113. So you're pretty much across the platforms. Are those the only 3 platforms that you work? Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, or
I do YouTube too. I'm not consistent with it. I should be, but yeah, I do YouTube too, and that's it.
Okay. How are you performing on YouTube?
I don't post at all. I haven't posted in like months on YouTube, which I really should, but yeah.
I feel like YouTube's another beast.
Yeah,
you know?
It is. Oh my gosh, I can't keep up with it.
But you can't treat every platform the same. You post differently on those, right? On like let's say TikTok and Instagram.
Yeah.
Or how does let's say you shoot the content and then you utilize it for both platforms? Do you change the descriptions? How do you normally operate?
So with this is how I categorize it. I feel like TikTok is more like the videos that I post, whether it's like promotional or my regular videos. And those same videos I post on my Instagram, but Instagram is more personable. So like my stories and the comments and things like that. So I think like that's where like my personality like shines through the most because people see like what I'm doing in the day or like what I'm thinking or whatever it is. YouTube, I should do it more, but I feel like that's more informational or like long form content. And then Facebook is just kind of like, I don't take Facebook as seriously as I probably should.
I got my Diaz and shit.
Yeah.
Which platform like started taking off first?
TikTok, yeah. And
but then Instagram outpaced it?
Yes, it did. Because I got 100K followers on TikTok in 3 months. But I had already had my TikTok. Like I already had the TikTok. But they like people were telling me like start Instagram, and I was like, I don't know. And I was like, I don't think it's gonna be as good. And so I did it, and it is. So yeah.
Right. It's because like I said, it outpaced it.
Yeah, it did.
And what was the time from the time like that you started like with that initiative to where you're at now? Like what is the time span of that growth?
It was, wait, what do you mean?
Like how long did it take you to get to where you're at right now?
So I started, it was this year in February, I reached 110. I mean, sorry, 100K. 100K followers, I reached it in February. So I started 3 months before that, the Instagram. And now what? February, we're almost like a year later. So I only gained like 20,000 since then or so. Yeah, but it's been cool.
Yeah, so what do you say? Maybe a couple years that since you started?
Oh, I started, so on TikTok, I started I started 2 years ago. I want to say 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And then Instagram, I started. I started in December. Instagram last December.
Wow.
Yeah. So.
Wow.
Yeah, it grew fast.
That is insane.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if that was like some of the TikTok followers like translating over.
Yeah, I really think it was because I was already established in TikTok, and so I just moved on to Instagram, and then I took 3 months to get 100K.
And that was with the dispatching.
Yeah, with the dispatching only. Yeah.
Have you guys ever heard of the law of diffusion of innovation? It's like this bell curve where it goes, like this, and then it drops back down. But essentially, like you have like your early adopters, early majority, late majority, and then the laggers, right? And so it goes through this sort of like cycle, where in the early majority you have like just like a few people like tapping in. But when the early majority, there's a tipping point between the early majority and the laggers where it just tips, and then everybody else starts adopting it type of stuff, right? And so I'm wondering if at some point you experienced that where you're like a tipping point where it's like you just saw your content going like crazy, where you're like, oh man, this is going somewhere type of stuff. Or has it been like pretty steady, or goes through spurs? Or
I think yes. So when I first started, I did get like I would say like when I first started, which I wish I had like more advice on it, but like it was dispatching. People were interested in that, and so I got like consistently like around 10,000 views when I first started, but there was no strategy. Like I didn't know what I was going to post.
But it was dispatching that.
Yeah, just dispatching. Yeah, it was just dispatching.
And then you niched it down. And then it just picked up.
Yeah, a little bit. I feel like right now I'm still like not doing too well, but like, I mean, I got to be consistent too. I got to put in the work, the quality presentation, and I feel like I don't have that. Like I don't.
You know
do
that? I think the collaborations help a lot.
Yes.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
agree.
Because like people get to see in a different way. Like there's these conversations are probably going to be different for your viewers.
Yeah.
But also, you end up feeding off sometimes based on the projects that you're collaborating with.
Yes.
You know, because even us, like sometimes when we have podcasts, you know, like Interrupt KC came and we had some ideas come up, you know what I'm saying, that we otherwise wouldn't have thought about.
Yeah. No, that's
we would not be sitting here if it wasn't for that collaboration, actually.
Really?
Yeah,
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, because we met you at the dinner.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah.
And they invited us because, I mean, I don't...
so right. I thought you meant like you wouldn't be like having collaborators if you didn't meet with Interrupt KC. But yeah, you're right. We met through that. So.
Yeah, man. So that's why it's important. So that's why I'm excited. You know, I'm excited. And I'm not sure if you can share that, I mean, with some of the initiatives that you got coming up with our boy Gabriel. To bring about KC.
Shout out.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out Gabriel from the Bring About.
Yeah. I don't know if you can share some of that or.
Like what we're going to do? Oh, yeah. We'll share. Shout out Gabe. Yeah, so we're thinking, we've talked about it for a few months because he likes true crime. Or he likes conspiracies. I obviously like work with crimes and stuff like that. And so we talked about it, and yeah, we're gonna start doing true crime episodes. So that'll be really cool. That'll be really fun.
Yeah,
and he's very funny when it comes to that stuff.
That is cool.
That's what he thinks.
Yeah. So that's something that we can look forward to, like in 2026. You would say.
Yes. So we're gonna start doing at least one every month. I think is what we're thinking. But if it picks up, I think we're gonna do a little bit more. So we're just gonna see like how it goes.
When does the new episode with him drop?
Tomorrow, Monday.
Monday.
Yeah,
Monday.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Tune in. Go watch it.
Yeah, it was a little bit rocky, but
yeah.
but yeah, it's cool.
That's awesome.
It's always rocky over there.
But that's what's cool about it, though, for real. Because you just flow, right?
Keeps you on edge.
Yeah, for sure. What else are you like got cooking for this next year? I mean, because we're about done with 2025.
Yeah.
2026 is basically here. You got like any like goals in terms of like your brand, or like are you like, because I heard you say something about I need to get back on or type of stuff, so
yeah, so I want to start doing YouTube again because I think I only have like 2 or 3 videos up.
Well, maybe we can collaborate on YouTube, Rick.
Oh yeah,
with this one.
Yeah, we can.
Cool. Okay, cool.
Oh yeah,
cool.
You can collab now.
Can you really? Oh, that'd be cool. We could
Yeah.
do that. We could do that.
Yeah.
We'll do that. Hey,
Yeah.
That'll be our first one.
have you done
gosh,
a collaboration on YouTube before?
No, never.
Hey,
So-
those will be,
So
they'll
we'll
be the
learn.
first one.
I know.
Yeah.
So
Let's get it.
I don't have many followers, but let's try it.
So YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube. I'm wanting to make a studio. I'm wanting to like have I guess like my version of this, like something more, not exactly a studio, but something more like professional, like to make my videos. Because what's important is uniformity in your videos.
Yeah.
So like people like the same thing, like seeing the same like
Oh, really?
setup. Yeah. So like you guys are doing it well. Like you guys have the same setup all the time. So that's really cool. So I want to have that because I feel like sometimes I'm in my car, sometimes I'm in my room
That's
or something,
crazy.
like, you know, so.
I thought that would make it less interesting.
Yeah, no. Because if you notice, like the bigger creators, like they're like, if they're always talking in their car, like they're always in their car. And people like familiarity.
Because
It makes them feel comfortable.
that's like it's like having a talk show.
Yeah, like Joe Rogan, I mean, like he's, I
Because
mean,
you know what?
whatever,
Listen,
but
that's true. Joe Rogan had his set, and then when he signed with Spotify, he changed the set. I don't know if you guys remember that.
no, I
It
know.
went from being the red curtain to like he was like in a tube.
Yeah.
It was a weird tube, and then he got rid of it, and now he's back to the original set.
Yeah.
And I wonder if you know there was a viewership.
Yeah, it makes a
Change.
difference. And there's just like little things that you would never think about, but people like when you have the same setup. Like those do really good. Like because they're like, you want to be able to identify like, oh yeah, that's a like ozone layer video. I already know. You don't even have to see your guys' faces to know that that's an ozone layer because of the setup or like how it is, you know? So people like that. Like
That is cool.
So I want to do something like that. Like I want to have like my setup to like make my videos rather than like over here, over there, or whatever.
How do you envision it?
Pink.
Pink. Okay.
But I don't know. I don't know what else. I do want to have like a old fashioned like pink phone, like to call 911 or whatever.
Oh.
Like just stuff like that.
That's
Like
dope.
yeah. So that's what I think. I want to work with more brands, but I need to like follow through more because I think that right now I'm just kind of like put things in the back burner. So
Is the monetization a topic of talk?
yeah, we can talk about it.
So how does that work? Like, at what point do you start monetizing, and how is it like sponsorship? Is it how does it work?
Yeah. So every platform has a different requirements. So on TikTok, it's that one's like the easiest one I'd say. But TikTok, they pay at 10,000. Once you reach 10,000 followers, you start getting paid. And the way that you get paid is you only get paid for your videos that are 1 minute or up. You don't get paid for like the 5 second, 8 second, 30 second. It's just 1 minute or more. You get paid.
What
for
is the
those.
longest video you can put in TikTok?
I think it's like 10 minutes.
Oh,
But
really?
yeah, but I don't suggest it. Just do the minimum. Like do 10, like 1.1 minute or whatever. 1 minute and 1 second. Like that's what I suggest because if let's say like you have to keep people engaged like the whole time, the whole minute, and if you don't, it's okay. Okay.
You're good.
If you don't keep them engaged the whole minute, then you lose money. Like, you don't get as much money. So let's say like they watch the first like 15 seconds, but then like they stop watching. Like you don't get as much money. But if they watch like the whole minute, then you get more money, and then it pushes it out more depending on how many people look at it. So
Yeah.
So 10,000 followers is about where you start monetizing, and then
yeah.
it just gradually
And-
goes up after that.
yeah.
And the algorithm also pushes it based on the engagement too.
Yes,
and how
100%.
long the retention is.
Yes.
Yeah, because
100%.
I remember watching a video of this girl explaining how she cut like 2-3 seconds off of a video at the end, and after she reposted it without that extra 3 seconds, the video like doubled in viewership.
Yeah.
was like,
Yeah.
wow.
So.
It's incredible. What about Instagram?
Instagram, you have to get invited to get monetized. And I thought it was going to be at like 10K, like just like TikTok. And I was like, okay, I'm at 10K. Like they haven't asked me, like they haven't monetized me. And so I was like, what the heck? So I reached like 20, 30, 40, 50, and it's still nothing. I was like, what is going on? But yeah, you have to get invited. So
What is the threshold?
there's no, I don't know.
There's no threshold?
There's no like,
I don't think they pay.
ooh, Instagram? Instagram pays, but they suck. Like they're sorry, but like they're the worst. Like it's not like the best money.
Muggsy told me that, you know Muggsy Bulljunk.
With the glasses?
Yeah,
Yeah, he goes to my gym.
yeah. He told me that he doesn't make his money from Instagram.
Yeah.
He uses Instagram as a business tool.
I see.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think I do get paid from Instagram, but like the money's not the best there. I think Facebook pays the best, honestly.
Really?
Yeah, which I would not think, but Facebook makes the best. But yeah, I was already like at 100K and I still didn't get monetized. I was like, what's going on? And then finally I got monetized. So I don't know what the requirement was. I think you just have to be consistent, but I have no clue like what it was. And then Facebook, I also don't know like when I got monetized. I just got invited and I didn't know what it was for the longest time. And then finally I like acknowledged it, put all that stuff, and then I was monetized. So yeah.
Wow. How are you performing on Facebook right now?
Honestly, it's not good, honestly, but like I get paid the best there. So it's just like interesting because I don't get I get like 50 likes or like 30 or even like 10 sometimes. Yeah. But like I get paid the most there. And they're like only like 500 views and I still get paid.
Well, because if you like post on Instagram, it automatically goes to Facebook, right? You got it set up in that way?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, so you don't have to double work, right?
Yeah. So it's so interesting because like Facebook, I get the least amount of like views, engagement, but it gets paid the most. Instagram, I would say Instagram is the most, I think, right now, but it's like the worst paying. I don't even care about that one.
Right.
But TikTok.
But that's where you're getting the more followers too. Any sponsorships or anything like that?
Right now it's Prime, Alani. Just right now, consistently Prime and Alani. Yeah.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah.
Bad.
I know. I brought Gaby Alani, but because I had too much.
That's cool. Yeah. That this is all like kind of new. Did you know some of this stuff, Rick?
What?
Like what she's
the requirement?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just not there yet. No, we're close on YouTube. YouTube's like 500 to get monetized.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh dang.
It's not that high on YouTube, but I think it's because of the video, like the amount, the retention, and because a lot of people watch YouTube on TV, they don't really subscribe or know how to subscribe.
Oh, I know.
You know what I'm saying? So it's very difficult. But I feel like in terms of payout, I think YouTube will be one of the better ones.
Oh yeah,
too.
it is. I'm not monetized on there, but I need to be consistent too because I know like the watch hours matter, and so I need to do that.
Yeah, that's something that we like. Sometimes we struggle with long term, especially podcasting when you're not known.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
No, yeah, for sure. What are your guys' plans, or do you know yet what your guys' plans are for next year?
We don't. We were supposed to talk about it, put together a business plan. We definitely want to continue to, bring in guests. And, I know we talked about, like, upgrading the equipment and things of that nature. I definitely want to, invest in it. And there's a talk about, like, an actual clothing brand that can go along with the podcast that we've discussed and stuff. So, we kind of got to expand on these ideas.
Yeah, that's gonna depend on the designs, though.
That's cool.
I feel like if we can't design it well, you know what I'm saying? Because it's not it's connected to the pod, but it's not the pod.
No, I get you, though.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, because you're going to sell it, like, on the side, too, like. Okay, that's cool.
Well, it really just represents us and a lot of the people that we bring in. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like a culture brand. Cool. You know what I'm saying? But that's one of the things that me and Dennis been talking about this before the podcast.
That's awesome.
And we kind of put it down, and then the podcast started, and then we realized that it kind of goes hand in hand with it. That's so we're just trying to find like the right rollout for it, you know.
Yeah.
But first and foremost, for me, I kind of want to grow more.
Yeah.
And I think as we go, like we're starting to get like people have always wanted to be on, but I feel like more interesting people are starting to want to be on.
That's good.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So like I'm starting to realize that if we just keep pushing, we might be somewhere next year that we didn't even.
Oh my gosh, yes. It's so real. Like how things can change. Like I totally see that. So yeah, just keep doing it. You guys are doing great. You guys have the equipment. You guys have you guys are quality people, so I think like. Yeah,
consistency is definitely one of those things for us. Yeah. And I think, for this year, 2025 is the most consistent we've ever been.
Yeah.
For real. So.
It's our first year.
Oh, is it?
Ozone is our first year.
Oh, dang.
2025.
Keep doing it.
Right?
Then.
Yeah, 2025 as Ozone, because like I said earlier, I started out as IMRMTV, and then when I got the studio, you know, we made Ozone Lair.
Yeah.
And so this is literally our first year under Ozone.
That's crazy.
Going into our second.
Really,
But you're starting to see it more out there, you know. And
But I
for
will
sure.
say, in 1 year, I've seen more growth than I did by myself in,
That's cool.
what was it,
good.
3 years?
That's crazy.
You know, and that was the issue that I was having, is that I could only keep myself going as much as I was willing to go.
Yeah.
And then when
Yeah.
I shut down, everything shut down. You know, and that's why I was like, man, I need someone there to like fill in that spot. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh, you're making me think I should probably do that too. Onboard somebody. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I mean, you're starting to get to a point
No,
where
you're gonna need someone behind you.
Yeah.
Even if it's not.
even if it's an editor.
Yeah. Or a person that just helps you organize your videos, or like an assistant type of shit. But you know, they gotta believe in your vision too.
Yeah, but I resonate so much with what you said. Like when you because you're the only one like running the show, and so when you shut down, like everything else does. So like I completely resonate with that.
You kind of find yourself, you know,
Right now,
in that space, right?
Yes.
I've been lectured a few times by Dennis.
Really?
I tried to.
I tend to be an Uncle Tom.
For real. I'm like, can we reschedule? No.
That's good. Okay, so what about like I don't know if you've thought this, I'm sure you have, but like with Kansas City and like the creators and stuff, like what is your vision with that? Like, is that something you want to work with more, do more events, or where do you see yourself in that space?
Well, we definitely want to set ourselves as like the Latino podcast in KC. You know what I'm saying? I feel we got that, you know, and we need to expand on that. We want to do more Spanish. That's why when I got home, I was like, hey, is it Inglés or Español? Because we could chop it up either way, you know what I'm saying? And so, like,
we chop it up both ways.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Both ways too. And so like we have so many, because of that, we have so much more access to different type of guests.
Yeah.
No, but like we like that. I mean, when we started it, we didn't even know the dynamic, you know what I'm saying, or what it turns into until we have guests like Jason and Rosie, which are Jason's English has a crazy story, you know, really like
Jason Sharp.
Jason Sharp, the book I gave you.
Oh, okay.
Shout out Jason. But he has a very like heavy life story, you know what I'm saying? And then Rosie in Spanish has a you know, her she told the story of her son who passed away. So it's like two completely different languages, two completely different stories in the same platform.
Yeah.
You
No,
know
that's
what I'm
interesting.
saying?
And then that's cool.
And we can bring that and we can make that happen. And so, if we were able to do this much in 2025, like I'm like in 2026, I definitely want to take it to the next level. And that's why I was like, we have to be intentional about it.
Yes.
You know, and
we're still learning.
Yeah. I mean, you're learning in a very good way because your guys are growing and you guys are making a name for yourself. Like I think it's really interesting, and I like that. Like the whole like.
Thank you for saying that because
for sure.
it does not feel like it.
No, you guys are doing really good, and so I think it's like interesting. And
she tells me that all the time.
No, it's true though.
And
it's
she,
so
meaning Liz, our production supervisor, we cannot. Hey, I'm telling you, we cannot do this without her.
She controls the camera.
Yeah, your daughter ends up, hopping on here sometimes
but really, she like. She she doesn't remind me, but she tells me all the time, like, you don't see how people see you. But I'm like, we're not, our numbers suck.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
No, but you're so right. Because even I feel like that too, like regardless of like views or followers or whatever it is, like I feel like that too. But I think like that is, you need to feel like that in order for you to like have that hunger to want to grow. Because you're only, like let's say like, I'm like, okay, good, I'm 120K followers, like I don't need to do anything, right, no, then you're not gonna grow, and that's what's gonna make you stand out. But like the fact that you want more for yourself, like that just shows how much more like the podcast is gonna grow and where it's gonna get to, because you're like thinking that way. But also like acknowledge like what you've got. Like I've been in a couple podcasts here in Kansas City. They don't, sorry Gabe, but they don't have like all this like this, So this is really like cool.
There's some out there that got some quality, man.
Oh, I haven't seen it, but I mean, not saying that they don't, but like
indelible marks.
Oh, that's true. He does too.
They got fuck, they got all my 3 cameras don't cost what one of their cameras.
But I don't know. I think that like, yes, I think like there's a lot of like really cool people here in Kansas City, but like I think everybody has like different things to offer, you know? And so like different, they have different topics and different things. And I think everybody has like their different vibe, but like acknowledge like what you guys like stand for, you know?
Yeah, identity for sure.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy is that I didn't realize how big the podcasting scene is in Kansas City.
Oh yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah,
like I didn't realize how big, like people are about it.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like there is. And I was like, oh, I mean, because this is not like easy work. You know, just being a co-host, I'm like just seeing, you know, how much investment you have to put into it, how much time you have to put into it, how much you're not really, you know, monetizing like, you know, fast, you know, and you basically doing it all out of passion because you love what you're doing because of the conversations.
Yeah.
But then there's also like this, you know, it's very rewarding at the same time because we've learned so much from our guesting here. Yeah. Like honestly, like I feel like going through this year and doing all these episodes, I've grown just chopping it up with people right here, and that's a blessing.
I feel like my not vocabulary, but my cadence in speaking has grown.
Really?
Because my first episodes, I had a bunch of filler words. Like filler words all the time.
I'm terrible. I'm terrible.
And, but the thing is, it's like the difference between me and Dennis is that I'm, you know, because I edit, I have to listen to that over and over and over, and it made me, for my own sake, it made me like more conscious
about what you're doing.
What I said and how it rolled.
I was saying absolutely too much.
Really? Yeah. I wonder when I say too much.
Absolutely.
Oh man.
I'm like, damn, I need to switch it up a little bit. That's funny. It's so crazy. It's so crazy.
I think that like in this space, like there's always gonna be like a different beast that you're battling. So whether it's like I don't have enough followers, I don't have enough views, I'm not monetized yet, like people don't notice me, people don't know, like listen, you know, like there's always gonna be something. Like I have those too, but I think like 100% being around creators like helps you so much because it's like, okay, like I'm not the only one battling this. Like regardless of where we are, like this person just started but they don't have a lot of views or whatever, something like that. And like this person has been in it, but like they don't have a lot of views anymore. Like they don't have this, or they don't like, for me, for example, like like my followers, but I don't have a studio. I don't have it like this cool like technology or anything like that, you know? Right. And so like I feel like a certain way as well. And so I think that like, but just being around people that like can relate and can understand that is very important.
Because you don't have a studio?
Wait, what?
You feel that way because you don't have a studio?
No, I think that just for example, like I'm like you guys can talk like freely about like for example, I think like you guys can talk like two people about other stuff. Like it doesn't have to be about one thing. I have to stick to like one niche, you know? So it's just like little things like that. Like there's always gonna be like different things.
But you get paid and we don't.
Yeah, but I don't know. It gets tiring. I feel like you always like I always have to like perform on the camera, and it's like I don't feel like being high energy right now.
See, that's the one thing that I forget sometimes. That was one of the reasons why I wanted to do this. Yeah. And I never thought that it was going to take this long. But I feel like when you do that, when you build something that you want your way, it's always going to take longer.
Yeah,
it is. It's always going to take longer because you're building something that's yours and unique that doesn't go into any category.
Doesn't fit the pocket
of content that people are making.
Yeah.
So the consumer alone is like, you guys aren't this, you're not that, you're not, what are you?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, but yeah, I don't know. I think like everybody's always going to have their struggles, but I think it's important to like just kind of like stick together with that. Like whatever it is, I think like we can relate in like certain things because we create, you know, so.
Yeah, I think people like, you know, see your content and they automatically assume, oh, she's always so hyped. Like, and that's not the case. Like, right, there's times where you probably have to like convince yourself, or you have to push through. Maybe you didn't sleep well. Maybe, hell, today I didn't even know if I was gonna make it here today. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, man, I feel like crap, and I want to make sure I do justice for you in the episode, right? Like, because I gotta, also bring the energy, and so I'm, but like I'm like, sometimes you just got to work with what you got.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Sometimes you just have to make work with what you got. I mean, you can't wait until you feel 100% to do something. You just have to do it.
Yeah.
No, and I'm glad it happened because I have some time coming up to work on it. And thanks to this fucking light, I'm going to have a lot of work to do.
Yeah, man. But that's, and I'm glad we made it happen, you know, and it'll be the first YouTube collabo. Yes. And you know, and there is always a room in this platform if you ever want to come talk about anything, you know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, I always tell that to the guests that come through here, you know, because we appreciate you guys. We couldn't do this without you guys, you know. You guys are the key essential part of this Ozone Lair initiative, and this is about you, you know. And so we just try to bring out what I think people want to hear, and I think people really wanted to. They always heard about like probably like your career and this, but you know, like your trajectory. Yeah.
Who is she?
Yeah.
And talking about who you are, you're not from KC, right? You're actually coming from Cali, right?
Yeah, California. Yeah. Oh, I miss it there. I'm actually gonna go on Tuesday. So in 2 days I leave.
How long have you been in KC?
4 years? No, so, 3 years.
So you
since 2022.
You came in dispatching.
Yeah, I came in dispatching. Yeah.
So you started dispatching here?
Yes, I started dispatching here.
Cali would have been different.
Oh yeah, I got actually a job offer over there, but the cost of living is so expensive, and like I'm doing it by myself, you know. So like paying the rent by myself and paying my car by myself, like all that. It's just like
there's a dispatching call on YouTube that went viral like a long time ago. Of this Mexican dude out in Compton. He calls the dispatcher. He's like, hey, he's like, can you just send the ambulance? He's like, don't turn on your sirens and shit. Come on, quiet.
That's so funny.
I can only imagine.
Like, what happened? He's like, I fell down the stairs or whatever. He's like, you had anything to drink? He's like, a couple. But it was just the way, like his accent and everything.
Can you imagine this? Can you imagine this?
Okay.
You're in Compton, doing the job that you're doing right now, going in Friday night to do a shift. Can you imagine the kind of activity that comes through that line? Because the place has to impact, like, right?
Oh my gosh, yes. There was what was it?
Can we ask what district you cover?
I could just say I'm on the Kansas side.
Okay.
That's it. Yeah.
Okay. So she gets a lot.
No,
she's from Kansas.
Oh, are you really? But I was on so a radio station from LA. They actually reached out to me to like do a little segment with them, and so I did. And they asked me, I don't know if I can say it. You could cut it if you need to, but they're like, "How many calls have you gotten about people sticking up stuff up their butt?" And I was like. I was like, none? Really? Over here in West Hollywood? Blah, blah, blah. I was like, oh my gosh. Okay.
That's insane. That makes sense in West Hollywood, though, right? I mean, shoot, I don't know.
Diddy must have been around.
Yeah, probably was. But it's like, it's crazy just like how different it is like everywhere. You
Don't cancel.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, no.
Have you guys seen that documentary?
Yes.
Oh my
Did you?
God. I'm still thinking about that shit.
Yeah.
It answered questions. I don't know how true it is, but the way they tied the Tupac thing in there.
Oh my gosh, yes. It made me more interested in that because I knew about it kind of, but once they did that, I was like, oh, I want to do research on this because that's interesting.
You know, Keefe D is going to testify next year.
Who's that, Keefe D?
So according to Keefe D, from what I've heard, he was in the car with the guy that shot Pac.
Oh, interesting.
So he said, he's like, I thought Suge was going to die. He's like, I saw a bullet go in his head.
Oh my God.
And Suge did get hit in the head, but he got grazed.
Oh, interesting.
So, you know, according to the doc, Puffy did an announcement after the fight at the hotel in a room full of people where there was like 40 Crips, and he was telling them, he's like, I need those guys gone. I got $1 million, 500 apiece. I need them gone. He said this in the room. Damn. So that's why whenever Pac got in a fight at the Vegas casino, it was with one of those Crips who Pac they've already had beef, but now Puffy's in the picture, and now he's feeding all these Crips down there that he's gonna pay $500,000 for a head.
Yeah,
You know, and so when
Put a price on his head,
so
basically.
when Puff or when Pac got in a fight with him, there was a phone call where it was like, "Hey, this is the perfect time. We should move on. We should move on it now." And that's that's how they tied that shit in, bro. And Keefe D, he's gonna testify next year. And
oh yeah, I'm excited for that. I'm so excited for that.
That's wild. That's wild.
But that's crazy, bro. Because like I grew up always like, who killed Pac?
Mm-hmm.
Who killed Biggie?
That has always been. He might even be behind the whole Biggie thing, because after Biggie died, he kind of took on that front seat where he became an artist.
Did you know he made Biggie pay for his own funeral?
Oh, I did see that. Did you watch the doc or no?
I've seen some of it. I haven't seen all of it.
Yeah, that was messed up.
He's like, I'm gonna throw in the biggest funeral, and then he paid with Biggie's accounts.
Wow, that's crazy.
That's fucked up. And then he's on stage dancing. Like, what the fuck's wrong with you, bro?
It's messed up. It's so messed up.
You know,
That's wild.
That's why I said it fucked me up, because I'm like, man, this, like, how can you play this person for that long and get away with it? Because I was like, if they would have found out about Pac, Cassie wouldn't have gone through what she went through. People, like, all the people after that.
You're so right. I didn't even think that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then the way he got famous was because he was a promoter to that show that killed 9 people because of a stampede.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Mariah.
Well, that's how you came into fame.
It's a lot of shady business, for sure.
It is, yeah.
A lot of shady business.
You think it was a sacrifice? You know,
I've heard of that, yeah.
You know what's crazy is that, like, he didn't do all that shit on his own.
Well, the thing is, like, in the music industry, there was always talk about conspiracies where, like, you had to, you know, do something to get in, or you have to give up the butt to get in, and you're like, what the fuck? They can't be true, bro. Yeah. Then you run into guys like Diddy, and then it's like, whoa. Maybe it was happening.
Now I think Justin Bieber coming out with his whole
Is he talking?
Is he?
I think he's supposed to be talking about that whole experience.
I hope so, because there's clearly something happened
because he is all fucked up.
Yeah.
Man,
imagine, bro. Imagine like some shit happening to you like that, and now it's being exposed because the person's getting caught,
being public,
names in there.
That sucks.
Even fucking Leonardo's in the fucking pictures for being in the.
Did you see Snoop Dogg? Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, did you see that Snoop Dogg? Now he's like quiet ever since the doc came out, because I guess like he was involved, like Snoop Dogg was involved with like all the Diddy stuff and all that.
No, but he has been quiet.
Yeah. But yeah, I did see that Leonardo DiCaprio's in the pictures and stuff. I'm like,
I was like, oh shit. Well, that's why they're not releasing the files.
Oh my gosh, did you see that? Like all of the names are redacted. Like almost all the names are redacted, and it's like hundreds of pages.
Because
that's what I'm saying. That he wasn't doing this shit on his own.
I feel like I feel like the Epstein.
There's so many people involved.
It's gonna take a long time.
Yes, it's gonna take.
There's
if we even get to it,
there's too many people.
It's like, and it's very too many people in powerful places, influential places.
Like the world's gonna collapse.
Literally, it's so bad.
All the pedophiles are gonna come out.
I know, it's so bad. It's
That's
so
insane.
bad.
That's insane.
Yeah, it was really
how much like corruption there is behind the curtains and stuff, and once one domino starts falling, and like then it's just like this.
Well, the thing is, everything done in the dark will come to light. Everything.
I hope so. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And we're seeing it, bro. It's happening.
Yeah. You know what?
There's
crazy?
a change of power coming.
We are in the ozone layer, so I will geek out on this. So the other day I was learning about the zodiac, and basically how the zodiac is not like horoscopes and stuff. It's actually like constellations, and there is this. Like the spring equinox and the rotation and revolution of the earth, and how it goes through this each house of the zodiac being in Pisces. Right now it's actually the era of Pisces, and it spans 2,150 years in each house. And so this period of time, it started with the coming of Christ, which is when basically history split into two. Yeah. And that now we're going into the era of Aquarius, which is the era of basically awakening of consciousness.
That's current, like we're current.
Right,
oh, okay.
exactly, transitioning, and so from that standpoint, what's happening is that the darkness is being exposed, type of stuff.
That's
and so people are coming to realize that like the lies of the systems, like all the systems that were created, political, socio-economic, and all these systems that you're starting to see the corruption and all this. And so that's what we're essentially experiencing ever since like COVID, for example. Nothing went back to normal, right? It's almost been like one like thing after another, and it seems like you're like, what the hell is happening? Why is all this stuff right? And you know, all these things that we're starting to realize, like, man, you know what, I am okay with not being part of any of it. Like I'm like, it's just too much, you know what I'm saying? It's like they say, right? Like and I said this in a podcast previously, it's like it is no measure of sanity to be well adjusted to an insane society. You see, like where it's like I just because everybody's doing it, it doesn't mean it's normal, right?
Yeah.
Like, you know, just because everybody is into this whatever sexual predators fucking you know shit that's happening, you know, doesn't mean it's right, you know. And you know, it is, and apparently it's happening at very high levels of like political structures and entertainment and all is there. And you start, now we're just starting to find out.
Well, what happens when everything you can buy is not an issue no more? You know what I'm saying? Like, financial freedom can be dangerous.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's how sometimes that shit ends up turning into something bad with those type of people.
Yeah, like the Squid Games. You guys saw the Squid Games?
Oh,
it's like, basically it's just like these rich people who like pay for, you know, like just like for like
entertainment.
Yeah,
like
but
gladiator
it's like
type.
Yeah, it's like crazy. Like, I don't know. It's just like really weird. So it's just like, I think like when you have a lot of money, like you don't need to work and you just get bored.
What I'm saying is like, back in the day, it was the gladiators. You know, they would put them in these coliseums to fight each other to death because they were prisoners or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And nowadays it's like,
but there was orgies
it's like
shit
cockfighting.
too.
Pause. You know what I'm saying? It's illegal, but people still do it. How do we know that there isn't people out there with large amounts of money that are putting these games together?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And they're like, hey,
it's
putting bets.
It's so interesting. So I think like these rich people, you know, that you buy all the cars, you buy all the clothes, you buy whatever you can, all the stuff, like you have all the women, you get bored with all of that. So you just need like crazy extremes. So I don't know, because they don't feel stimulated anymore. Like they don't feel like excited or happy or like, oh wow, like I got this, you know? So they have to get like the weird unreachable.
Yeah, one bottle of baby oil is not enough.
Yeah.
Oh shit, man! But I don't understand why it's always like channeled through like the sex industry, sort of like
sex sells, man, and sex is a big fucking
money making machine.
It's a big money making machine, and it's also a big weakness in a man. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, as men, we fight that in our entire lives.
It's part of the culture, I suppose.
You know what I'm saying? But like, at what point do you know right from wrong? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And are you willing to stop yourself?
It's like on your face all the time. Like, it's crazy.
And it's so accessible.
That's kind of how Instagram became so crazy too. Like initially it was with
For
just
real.
Yeah, you know, and this OnlyFans movement type of shit that was happening at the time. I haven't heard too much of this. That shit still going on? I mean, I don't even I mean, you know, OnlyFans models use Instagram to promote their OnlyFans. It's that's the business, you know. But I feel like, I mean, there's settings on Instagram that you could do to block that shit. You know what I'm saying? But I don't feel like it's perfect. You know, I see. I know what you're talking about. I mean, because like it's like, but I try to clean the algorithm, or like, you know, especially when when going through this periods of like, you know, like sort of like purification type.
Yeah.
You know, where you're like not interested. So you could, but then it always goes back.
Yeah.
It always goes back because you have to constantly be cleaning it.
It's just gonna get worse too.
You constantly have to be cleaning it.
It's gonna get worse, but it's not a bad thing if it gets worse because it just makes people to completely shut it off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true. That's
because it's like I'm not getting on there no more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So wild, man.
Just shut it down.
It's so wild how things just work.
You know, like Pornhub is getting in a big lawsuit, bro, because they had videos of potential crimes.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah, like sexual crimes.
Oh, really?
Like probably some like Epstein shit.
Oh gosh.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And because they were supposed to have like some sort of processing where people are actually supposed to watch these videos and make sure that they're legit, productions and shit, but there was people uploading crimes.
Oh, that's crazy. That's so wild.
Yeah. And now that's evidence. You could use that in a court of law.
Yeah. That's why now they require a fucking ID.
For what? For
to watch anything on there. You got to send them a picture of your ID and yourself. You're like, yeah.
That's crazy. That's so wild.
You think that's going to affect the memberships? People don't want to know, like they don't want people to know that they're doing that.
Incognito is gone.
Wow. That's wild. Incredible.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, everything bad eventually comes down. You know what I'm saying?
What goes up must go down, right?
Yeah.
What else, Gaby? Where are you originally from?
I'm from California, Apple Valley, California.
But are you Mexican though?
Oh yeah, I'm Latina. My mom was born in El Salvador, and my dad was born in Mexico, so I'm first generation born here. Yeah.
Yeah, half Salvadorian, half Mexican.
Yeah, so it's cool. I lived in...
People probably don't guess that, though, right?
No, they don't, and it gets me... Not mad, but, like, I'm like, this sucks. Because they're like... I was at the gym this, like, I don't know, a couple weeks ago. I was at the gym, and I was talking to somebody, and I was like, oh, where are you from? And he was like, oh, I'm from Durango. And I was like, oh, you're from Durango? And I said it, like, like with the little accent or whatever. And then he was like, you speak Spanish? You're Latina? And I was like, yes. He was like, I thought you were white. I thought you were güera. And so I get that all the time. Like, when I speak Spanish, they're like, huh? Especially, like, Spanish or Mexican stores or Hispanic stores. Like, they don't know. So.
Yeah.
I'm the opposite. It's when I speak English. People are like, whoa. For real.
That's funny.
Nobody's ever going to question if you're a paisa, cabrón.
No, and I work in hospitals.
Oh, really?
And I'm deep in the hospital.
Yeah,
the other day, I was walking into a medication room. I got access, Yeah. I walk in, I'm scanning my thing, going into the room. And the nurse is like, excuse me, sir, who are you? I was like, I'm Ricardo.
Should you be here?
And I was like, I'm Ricardo. And she looked at me with this mean-ass face. I was like, I'm a fire door inspector. I'm inspecting this fire. I'm inspecting this door. And she's like, oh, okay. But I'm like,
excuse me, sir?
Yeah, who are you?
That is funny,
That's
man.
Funny. Yeah.
But Salvadorian, Mexican,
Yes.
and you do go back to Mexico. You say, right?
Yeah, I
Puebla?
do. Yeah, my parents are divorced. My dad's over there, so yeah, I go and visit him. And yeah, that's cool.
That's awesome.
Wait, where are you guys from?
Guatemala.
Guatemala. Oh, really? Okay.
Born and raised,
cool.
yeah.
Thanks.
Chihuahua.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah. So.
Yeah, I came here when I was like 14.
Oh, okay. Do you visit or no?
I went back in 2022.
Oh, okay, cool.
It's too dangerous. Like, I didn't feel safe last time I went.
Really? Dang.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
They cleaned out the Salvador, but man, Honduras and Guatemala got bad.
They did clean out El Salvador.
Yeah.
Dang.
Have you been to Salvador?
No, never. I've just been to Mexico, but I want to.
Yeah.
I want to go over there. I heard it's beautiful.
I did hear that too. I've never been. I've been to Honduras. I've been to, obviously, Guatemala is where I'm from, but in Mexico, I love Mexico. I went to Oaxaca not that long ago, man. I fell in love with that place.
Yeah. What about you?
I've been.
Or, I mean, have you gone? Yeah.
Yeah, I've gone back twice since migrating here. It's been a while, though. It's been like 8 years. The last time I went back, well, the first time I went back, I was like, what the fuck am I doing in the U.S.? This is beautiful.
I know.
You know, I was like, this is beautiful. It looks beautiful. The architecture is beautiful. But then you get to the struggle, and then you're like, oh. Oh,
well, I think if you could make America money and live there, you know, if then I think it probably would be.
Yeah, but you know where I'm from, it's a small town. It's not a city. Like you have to get out of there to do anything. You know.
Yeah, there was a shortage of water when I went to Oaxaca.
Well, we still had the tanks. You know, we still got the tanks on the roof, so they get filled up every month.
That's crazy.
And obviously, because it's not getting fed from a big ass tower, the water pressure doesn't work all the time. You know.
Yeah. There's definitely adjustments when you
Grandma,
go.
like my tia still washes clothes by hand.
Yes, with the washboard or whatever, with the ridges.
And you gotta go turn on el boiler, put some put some wood in there. You know.
When I got to the Airbnb in Oaxaca,
I don't know who's worse, us or the fucking what are those guys that live over here who don't use technology? They're like,
oh, the Amish.
Yeah, them dudes live like us over there, but over here, they might like Mexico.
Boy, yeah, it's I'm getting used to, but I mean, I don't know. I don't see myself retiring in the States.
Yeah,
I really don't. I just feel like I might just end up in the mountains in Oaxaca somewhere, in a little cabin of some sort.
I don't know. What do you think, babe? You want to retire in Mexico?
Have you taken her? Have you taken her to Mexico?
No, I want to.
Take
She's
her.
scared.
You
Are you scared? That's valid, though. That's valid.
Yeah, she's scared. Well, it's because, like, you know, I feel like if we went to Cancun, it'd be different.
Yeah, for sure.
Or, you know,
or
somewhere,
Acapulco or
but where I'm from, that's like really Mexico.
Yeah.
You know, and there's cartel activity there. And so it'd be, she'd stand out like a sore thumb out there for sure. You know? Because even I do. I remember when I went, because it's a small town, everyone knows everyone. So they're like, who are you family with or whatever? You know, and I'd walk into stores and they would automatically charge me 3 times.
Oh, I know.
3 times fold.
It's so true, though. That's why they don't have prices on stuff.
No, they don't. And if you don't know how to, si no sabes regatear, like, you know, like ya te cargó.
Oh, yeah.
Because you have to be able to tuck your prices down. Like the prices over there, like they're never set. You have to talk them down. Yeah. Like that's especially if you're American.
Yes.
Because they know you're there with some money and they want to try to take as much of your money as you can. That's how they work. But they don't know me, man. I'd be like, dude, shit. I know how to negotiate some prices down.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I got taught well. My grandma was like, I'm a master at that.
She was?
Yeah.
Bájale.
She take me to the mercado with her all the time. Dude. I went to those mercado trips all the time with her, and she never paid full price for anything.
Yeah.
Never.
That's good, though.
Yeah, I've had to learn how to do that with some offers, man, because I used to be a yes man, you know, because I'd be like, I just want to get the product. I want to get the opportunity. I'll do it. And then I end up realizing it was way too much work for what I was, you know, being paid. And eventually I was like, nah, we're not doing that. You know what I'm saying? But it took a while to learn that for me.
Price is an interesting thing, man, because it's like, how do you know where to set the price at on anything, right?
Yeah.
Or where people are willing to actually pay for it?
Yeah, that's the kind of like when you were saying, though, you're like, well, I can get paid for this?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
That was hard to come up with, like with rates and stuff.
Yeah.
It's
Did you chat it?
I tried to, but chat didn't really help either. Or I'm like, well, it's an absurd amount of money. Like content creators, influencers, they charge a lot of money, and I'm like, oh, I don't want to be like that either. But okay, like I mean, because I know that they charge a lot. They just charge a lot, and I'm like, I don't want to lowball people because I know, like, to me, like, yes, like they're paying for the exposure and stuff, but like I know that I'm not gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna charge you like $2,000 for a 30-second video because I can. You know, like that's messed up. Like I don't need to do all that. You know, so I like to be fair. I like to be, you know.
Yeah. No,
So,
that's
yeah.
what's up.
So I don't know.
Yeah. And then there's a whole thing of value too, where like the price doesn't always reflect the value. especially when it hasn't been discovered. You see what I mean? It's not until people catch on to it that it's like all of a sudden it starts reflecting what it's actually worth in terms of price. So people could be missing out on something sometimes, man. You know?
Yeah.
They could definitely be.
Yeah, there's always a risk with that. You know what I'm saying? Because if you turn it down, you never know what it could have been.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh my gosh, so true. That's so true.
Big time. Yeah. So don't sleep on us.
Don't.
I'm telling you.
I know. Do you guys eventually want to do this like full time, like the podcast? Or no?
I would like to do this full time. I think if I got the chance to spend more time on it, I can evolve it into something bigger.
Yeah.
You
no,
know,
for sure.
like it wouldn't just be this. It'd be other branches tied into this.
Would you wanna would you be an influencer? Like would you want to do that? Or no? Like just
I don't know.
podcasting?
I don't think I can't be that all the time.
Oh, I see.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
the podcast is cool because I can sit down and be myself, but like I
Yeah.
feel like influencing requires you to like change sometimes
Yeah.
and be like, because we know when we started, we did this live, and when you're streaming,
Oh yeah.
you got to keep that energy the whole stream.
That's what I was gonna say. I forgot to mention with the 2026 plans. I'm gonna get into streaming, which so a videographer here in Kansas City, I've been working with him, and he told me that we should get into streaming. I'm like, okay, but if you help me, because I can't do all that by myself. So maybe that's in the plans. We'll see. We're gonna try it out, and then
Yeah.
but it is exhausting. Like,
But they said that the streaming is almost a must for this day and age, right? Especially if you're like,
I don't watch streams, but I know that they're like a thing right
honestly, look, when I started gaming, I started streaming.
now. Really? Did you like it?
I was like, who the fuck watches this? 'Cause I'd never watched a stream in my life.
I haven't watched a stream.
You know what
either.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then podcasting was the same way. Like when we first started, I was like, who's watching this shit?
Oh yeah.
You know, 'cause
I mean, I watch it, but yeah, I get what you're saying. Like before watching it.
But there's like sometimes the market you're in isn't your market. You know, it's like not where you.
100%. I agree with that.
You know?
That's true.
But
Ricky's done it all, though, man. Ricky's been a producer, artist. He's been a gamer.
Really?
Yeah, he's landed at podcasting. He's been a host for like. Have you been to the Lemonade Park over there with FK?
What's that?
Sábados.
What's that?
Sábados.
Is it a podcast?
No,
it's like a First Friday event show.
Oh, okay.
But it's Sábados because it's the second Saturday of every month.
Oh, that's cool. What do they do?
It's like a talent show pretty much. They have
that's pretty cool.
they have a bunch
Highlight,
of local
yeah,
they have a
KC
bunch
talent.
of local artists.
That's cool.
Then they bring in a bunch of local vendors
That's really cool.
and we put on a show. And shout out FK Menace. He had me. I was a host for that show, maybe a season or two or season and a half.
That's cool.
But it actually flourished from me bringing him on the podcast.
Oh wow. Okay.
When he was on there, I think he was looking for a new host, and I was like, man, I need to work on my interacting skills with people, and so he put me on there so I could get a different type of experience. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No. Yeah. That's
And
true.
I just realized I yell a lot
Do you?
when I'm on the stage. I just yell a lot.
yeah, that takes a lot. That takes a lot though to be there trying to hype up people for like 5 hours at a time. That's insane. I'm like,
that's
holy
exhausting.
smokes.
That's
It's like a live stream.
Yeah.
That's how a live stream is.
But you know what? That's like the beauty of like collaboration again. Now going back, let's say to what you got going on with Gabe and you know some of the stuff that we've done with like FKC and all these possibilities that you sort of like start opening up. Because like I don't consider myself a creator in terms of like actually like developing the art, but like I do bring people together,
Oh,
you
I
know,
see. Yeah.
and to do things.
Yeah.
Much like what we're doing here now,
Yes.
right? But like this is the crazy thing about it is that not everybody can see the idea or see the vision.
Oh, I
You
gotcha.
see what I'm saying? And but like the people that do, they become very apparent and evident, and it's like it's a clear direction, or it's like, okay, let's go do this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's just like, and that's what I want to definitely do more of,
Good,
like you know,
yeah.
in 2026. So if you ever think of any ideas, that you like to like collaborate on, like I'm all about it.
I'll
Like
let you know.
I'm always thinking, I'm like, man, what could we do next, Rick? You know
That's
what I'm saying?
good.
Like my head is always going in the direction. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
We're building it right now, but we have a crazy one.
Really? Like a collaboration?
No, it's
Like an idea?
We're an idea with my mom.
Oh, okay.
Because she helped a lot of people spiritually, and
that's cool.
she has a lot of like, I think she's got a lot of crazy stories that she could
That's
tell us.
cool.
Like
That's interesting.
like
People
deliverances type of stuff.
Like what?
Deliverance,
Deliverance?
like
Yeah,
spiritual
like
deliverance.
spiritual
What?
deliverance.
Yeah,
That's
It's like a
interesting.
mini exorcism.
That's
yeah,
insane.
yeah.
That's really cool. People are gonna tune into that. That's really interesting.
yeah. And so like I don't know, we're just we're just thinking we're just always thinking like, what can we do next, Rick?
Yeah.
And I know people like because I've served in the Hispanic Chamber of Commerce,
Oh,
been
nice.
working in the in the community for
Yes.
quite some time, and
Yes.
He's a social guy.
That's good.
I'm not.
No?
No, I'm not. She thinks I am, but I'm not.
Really? You guys work good together then.
Yeah. Well, that's why whenever I was, when I realized my deficiencies, like he had all the opposite of my deficiencies. You know what I'm saying?
That's
So I was
perfect.
like, that would work well because he's always talking to someone, meeting someone.
That's good.
You know what I'm saying?
That's good. Do you guys, okay, so like for Ozone Lair, like, do you guys want to be, I mean, I think that it's important to be like seen, but is that something that you guys are like open to doing or no? Like, let's say like future events or like things like that. Like, are you guys open to that or like?
yeah, absolutely.
What do you mean?
So like, okay, so, like for example, like in LA, so they have like a bunch of like creator events, for
yeah,
example.
yeah.
So like restaurants are like, oh, First Fridays or whatever. It's like just like events, but like creators are like together
Yeah.
for it, like collaborating or like they have like a creator house, which
Yeah.
I actually talked to somebody here who does streaming.
Yeah.
Oh wait, okay, yeah, I think you guys know him. But we were talking.
Talking
and
about Eddie?
Yes.
Yeah.
And he was like, I want to create a creator house.
Yeah.
I was like, really? He's like, yeah, in Kansas City, like nobody has that. And so I think that that's an interesting concept. Like I liked the whole like Latino creators. Like I think that's perfect because I think there should be a space where like creators meet, or like creators like talk, collab, work together. Like let's do this together.
Network and all
Yeah,
that.
I think that that's very important. And I think like Kansas City is growing. So I think there should be like.
I think Eddie's heading in I think what he's doing is gonna catapult him.
What is that?
The
It's gonna
streaming and
shoot him
stuff.
up.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
because
yeah,
he's very driven when he's focused.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And that lane with the streaming, I feel like he could do well in that.
Yeah, I think his personality is.
Yeah.
But yeah. So, anyways, when he brought that like to my attention, I was like, that's interesting. I think that that's something that Kansas City like should have. But I just want to know like how far you guys want to go with like where you guys want to go with that, or if you're even open to that.
Yeah.
Like,
That's kind of like a collaboration.
yeah.
So kind of sort of to me, we show up to spots. I mean, that's how we met you.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? We just haven't got invited to a lot of stuff.
No, me neither. But I just think that there's no like established like thing really,
No,
and
it's
I
kinda
wish that
if
like
there's
there
an
was.
Yeah, right now it's like if there's an event,
Yeah.
go and shoot, but there's no like creator.
Yeah.
That
Motion
space,
as far as
that could
together.
bring people together. Yeah.
Yeah. I just think it would be like cool to have.
What are
that.
those for though? Like just for creators to
Creator
meet other
events?
creators and.
Yeah, I think like I think it just like helps. I don't know. I think it just like helps whether it's like creator to creator or like collaborations. Oh, let me introduce you to this person, or like, oh, I need like more exposure, or I need this, or I need that. I don't know. It's also like money. You could help you with like, oh, there's this. I don't do video. Like I don't speak Spanish, for example. Let's say like I don't speak Spanish, but you do. You guys do. Do you guys want to make a video for this person? Like, I could connect you guys, or like I don't know. It just like helps a lot with like opportunities and more like I don't know, to get connected with like brands or things like that.
Makes sense.
People.
Yeah, I mean, think about just from like the Latino creators we've done. This is the second episode we've done since.
Yeah.
Alejandra was here,
Yeah.
and then now Gaby's here. Who knows what else could happen? But I really like what's happening there. I think that's a really good idea, and I told Interrupt KC, I'm like, man, I'm all about it. Whatever we can do to support you, you know what I mean? Like, just let me know.
Yeah, I wish there was more. Like, I wish there was so much more.
Well,
because
let's
I
make
think
it
that'd be cool.
happen.
We should. Let's make it happen.
Let's
But I
make
think
it
that would be really
happen.
cool. Like, I think that would help a lot. Like,
I'd be down with that.
Yeah.
I mean, you're talking about like a networking group that we can maybe just host every so often somewhere where you say, hey, and you know how quickly people will go, because if people just post it, like, think about how many followers you have and how,
like, everybody's followers combined, it's like, oh wow, like I didn't know they did that. Like, let's, like it's just like that stuff is cool.
I feel like because of everyone's schedule, it's hard to get stuff
I know.
like that
It's always
out.
Difficult.
Right, but think about the value that you can create.
I realized that when we had that dinner.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because everyone put out something.
And I'm not talking about just collaborations like this, where we're talking about actual collaborations across platforms, where it's like, okay, well, you have 100K followers and I have X amount of followers.
Mm-hmm.
If you have 5 co-collaborators, how many followers can you bring in like one post?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like there's definitely a lot of...
We get a lot of engagement when we collab.
Yeah.
But not everyone follows.
Yeah. No, I get it. Yeah. So it's just, I don't know. It's interesting. Yeah. I think also, I guess maybe this is off topic, but I think like being seen is very important. So like, let's say like you guys are you guys on every platform? Or no?
No, we're on Instagram for the clips and YouTube for the long
Gotcha.
form.
Because I think that like, okay, so like everybody like
you're in TikTok.
On TikTok. We're on TikTok too.
Yeah, so I think that like, let's say I like using Instagram a lot, but sometimes I get bored. I'm like, okay, I already looked at everything. Let me move on to TikTok. And then I see like you guys. I'm like, oh, I already saw them on Instagram once, but I skipped through it. Okay, let me see. I saw them on TikTok. Why am I seeing them? Whatever. Skip. Go on YouTube Shorts. Do you guys do YouTube Shorts?
No.
You guys should do those.
Okay.
But YouTube Shorts, and I'm like, why are these Ozone people like showing up again? Let me just like watch it. So that's what I think is like the importance of like being seen is like people get curious. If the more that they see you, the more that they're like, why are they showing up so much?
I didn't do YouTube Shorts. YouTube fixed this shit. I didn't do it because I don't like how they flood the main video.
Oh, I got you.
You know what I'm saying? Because they have it chained to the same video.
Like
video chain.
Yeah.
And we make more shorts than we make episodes.
Yeah.
So like I make 20, 30 shorts and then the episode gets buried underneath.
No, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense.
And that's why I had a hard time with YouTube Shorts, even though they made the homepage to where you could separate them by playlist.
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
But when I think your phone goes straight to the video thread, and that's where it shows all the videos.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, I don't want to scroll 10 videos just
to find an episode.
Yeah. So I just went like, we're just gonna do the shorts over here and the full video here. Boom, boom, boom. You know. But you're right. I think that we do need to do YouTube Shorts.
I don't know. Just an idea, because I know that like people just like go across like Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube. And so like the more that you're seen, like people get curious, So
and just talking about ideas.
When you said seen, I thought you meant like in person.
Oh, I mean, I think that's cool too. I think I would like that. I think that would be cool. But I think just being seen anywhere, like whether it's in person or like, through the platforms.
Yeah.
I think.
You ever walk around and you're like, wonder if people have seen you before?
No, I don't. Because I don't feel like I'm seen until because I'm just like, oh, it's just like 911 operators or first responders or whatever. But then like when somebody like comes up to me, I'm like, oh shoot, like, oof, it's a little too local now. But it's interesting.
It's always weird. Those encounters are weird. I've had some weird encounters when we did music. Weird ones.
Yeah, but especially when tequila.
Nah, before that.
But before tequila?
That, when I was working with Doc Deals and them. Yeah, there's just some weird encounters back then.
Since you've been in like the music space, like, do you notice people like putting on a facade because of like, let's say
I'll tell you, not even from being an artist. One time I was recording, right? And I started recording artists.
Okay.
That was the first thing I did. I charged people to come over and record their song.
Yeah.
And this one dude came in one time, and I think at the time I was charging like $30 an hour.
Okay.
For a song.
Okay.
No, I was actually $30 a song, bro.
Dang. Okay.
Low.
Wow.
And this dude came in with like $10, another 10 or $15 in ones, and then the last $5 were all quarters.
Oh my god.
And then he got on the mic. And then he started talking about how much money he had.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
And then to top it all off, his rap name was Stacks.
Oh my gosh. That's crazy.
And I'm sitting there on the desk like, stacking quarters, motherfucker.
That's so crazy. Yeah, I know. I was just curious because I know that there's that in like the creator world, and I can't stand it. I don't like it. I don't like it. So I'm sure there's so many. Like
No, that's actually what I struggle.
Like where they're not who they say they are.
Yeah,
They are
like they
just
like,
so that they could put on this persona to be whatever, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, and I just can't with that. But what were you gonna say?
That was one of my biggest struggles with music was I was inconsistent because I only made when I was feeling something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then because music, like the podcast, it's not as for me. It's not as long as the music, right? Because I was producing, writing, recording, mastering, then video,
And shooting the video.
and then by the time the video is done, that's when the marketing starts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So the process of a fucking song could take it's a month, 2 months. You know what I'm saying? And unless you have money and you can move things quicker, but with the podcast, it's not. It's like a week or less. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And because by the time I got done writing and recording the song, I was done with that song.
Yeah.
The video was like already hard to do because I was already embarrassed of that song.
Really?
Because it's like for me, music was weird because once I got it out, it was like I outgrew it.
Yes.
I grew myself.
Interesting.
know
Oh,
what
I
I'm
never
saying?
even thought of that. That's really, really interesting.
Yeah, like to this day, like I still listen to my songs, but I'm cringing most of the time. I'm like,
Really?
like-
Wait, why? Like
I'm older.
But why? Why? Because of like how you thought back then,
Because,
or like what?
because I'm older and because I was more vulgar when I was younger.
Oh.
And I'm like, why did I talk like that? Or you know what I'm saying? It's just like but it happened very quickly after recording it. It went like 6 months when the song was like, I'm all right with that song. I probably will never put it out.
Yeah,
I'm glad
that's
I never put it
interesting.
out.
That's so interesting. Wow.
Yeah.
That's really crazy.
Yeah.
Even do you experience that with the podcast when you go back?
Yeah.
Do you like, damn?
Earlier, the earlier podcast and just the speech impediments and stuff, or like all this like it's like God, that sucks. Like I just don't want to sound like that.
The diarrhea.
You used to tell me, but I didn't see it, and I had to go back and watch myself to know where I was making the mistakes.
Yeah.
Where I was like, oh.
Yeah,
I gotta do better. I was like, I gotta do better, man. This is too much editing for Rick. Like, it's like, you see what I'm saying? Like, wow.
That's funny.
It is. Creating is a beautiful thing, but it's just so much to it, and especially in a case like with Rick, where you do everything from A through Z. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot. It's a lot. But you know what though? You're giving us a lot of great feedback today.
Thank you for that.
Yeah, no, and we've learned a lot,
I have too.
No, I'll give you.
But hang on. One of the things I want to say before I forget is like, you will be a great host.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, you're out here interviewing us.
That's why Gabriel locked it in.
Yeah.
I hope so. We'll see. Maybe I'll make my own. Maybe I won't. We'll see. But
Because
thank you.
you guys are not bringing other guests, right? I mean, it's just the two of you chopping it in. Yeah, so that's different. That's different.
Yeah.
But you're good at asking questions and
you.
like like engaging people.
What's the? You guys have a structure? Like
Honestly, no. We're just winging it.
You guys are talking about crimes, right?
Yeah, we're just talking about crimes. I think like we're just like getting like.
You dissecting them or telling the story or what?
Yeah, I don't know. It was crazy. So like last week, I think, was it last week where we did our first one? Because we'd been talking about it, but we're like, I don't know how we're gonna do it. And so we just went in. I was like, I did some research, he did some research, and then we have like a screen, and then we just kind of like talk about it, our opinions, we read it off, whatever it is. So like we don't really have a structure right now. We're just like, you know what, we have this idea, we're just gonna do it, and we'll figure it out. So like I think it's just like I think that's always the hardest thing is like people initiating. People are like, I have to have it perfect before I start. Well, then you're never gonna start, you know. So I think that's where we're at.
You guys should do one on Kara.
Kara, who's that?
Kopetsky.
What's that? Who's that?
She went to my school.
What?
Yeah, well, she went to my school. I was with her from, I think first grade until she disappeared her senior year.
What?
So she disappears. Kara disappears. And goes missing for 10 years.
Okay.
They don't find her for 10 years until they find another girl. And where that girl was buried was in the same area that Kara was buried. So they both had the same boyfriend.
What?
And Kara was everywhere in Kansas City. Everywhere in Kansas City there was find Kara. There was a reward.
What? I never heard of this. That's
Look
crazy.
it up.
Send it to me. Kara Kopensky?
Kara Kopetsky. It was a big story.
That's crazy because we actually did a local one last week, so maybe we'll stick with the locals. But sorry, what were you saying?
Yeah, she was a big case. I'm surprised like someone hasn't made a doc about it.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
that's scary.
The other day, I never knew where she was buried, and the other day, me and Jason, my coworker, we were driving south, and she was buried like 9 miles from here.
Wow,
not that far, and in a small wooded area in a country. It's just crazy how long it went unnoticed.
That's insane.
You know
That's
what I'm
crazy.
saying?
Especially because there's like things here, you know? So it's like 9 miles away, I'm sure.
Yeah, you guys should look that one up.
I'm going to tell them,
Yeah.
Conspiracy theory, and I could see that. You guys... Yeah, I can see you and Gabe chopping it up on that, like, cause like you guys can vibe together pretty good, you know, and like I think that should, you know, have a lot of traction. So I wish you guys the best of luck.
Thank you
that.
so much. I appreciate it.
Yeah, for sure. And if you ever want to, like I said, circle back around here, you know what I'm saying? Like the platform, you know, we always welcome our guests back. If you got any ideas you want to get out, exposed or whatever.
If you guys are big, and when you guys are too big for me, I'll be like, hey guys, remember me? You said I could circle back. Things could change a lot in a year, so I'm very excited for you guys.
Thank you.
I'm very, very excited for you guys.
Thank you for sure.
Thank you for taking the time.
Yeah, of course.
And now that we talked about that, you and Gabriel, it's gonna have to happen now.
It is. It's happening. So we're doing it.
For sure.
Any last words, guys?
No, not really. Be kind, because you never know what anybody's going through.
Yeah, that's a good way to wrap it up. Like I said, thank you for being here and for your energy and for blessing our space with your presence today.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it.
Thank you guys.
Yeah.
Right on. Well, thank everyone who stayed along the whole way. Make sure you go follow Gaby. What's your Instagram?
911itsgaby.
911itsgaby. Go follow the homie Dennis.
Dennis Ortiz Biz.
Dennis
Instagram.
_Ortiz_biz. And then follow me, Rick Rico. Till next time.
Yeah.
See ya.
Signing out.
Peace.
Awesome. Good stuff. I think we hit 2 hours, yeah?
All right, what were you going to tell us that you weren't going to tell us on video?
Oh, yeah, that it was like...